Oh, yes, it is Saturday. What's going on? May 23rd, 2026. Hail to the yeah. Let's go up on the volume here. Welcome here. Welcome to the universe that we created together. We built them up and we're going to break them down one by one. Welcome to the Gypverse, where we're the puppet masters. We are the master puppeteers, whatever. It doesn't even matter. It's one and the same. It's our universe. We own it. We own all the characters. We own all the creators. We own them all. And we love it because we're just a bunch of nobodies, right? I don't matter. You don't matter. We decided not to matter together so we can just go because we do just go. In fact, that's always been our motto. We're here to smash, leave, and repeat. Tonight, we're going to do some smashing. It's glorious. But I want to tell you something. You know, there are times in life that you're going to struggle. You have your ups and downs, and sometimes the downs seems like it's just never going to go away. It's never going to go away. But let me tell you something. Hard work does pay off. So stick around. Stick to it. Dreams do come true. Bad times never last. But bad guys and bad girls just like you and me do. Meet me over here on this side, where it's a little bit cozy. Red Bar's watching, Morbid's watching, and we're a little bit morbid, aren't we? All of us are, and that's why we're always watching. Eyes in the sky. What's going on, everybody? I see Sonia. Sonia's in the house. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Zen. Debbie Boyd, I see you. Shy Neb, V-Nell. I believe Debbie Boyd, you got your Discord invite, maybe? Sugarwoo, Spooky Mama 89, also in our Discord now. We're starting to get some more folks trickled into our Discord. It's probably one of the greatest Discords of all time. We're goats at everything, aren't we? We're the greatest of all time when it comes to live streaming, live showing, and live chatting. And now, at Discord? Yeah, there's no drama over there. There's never drama, in fact. I think there are some people that don't get along maybe outside of our server, but they're not allowed to fight one another. We just get along. We just have a good time. It's a very, very nice place to find a friend. Phone a friend, find a friend. Luna in the house with the hello starlight emojis or things of that nature here. I want to thank you guys for spending Saturday with us over here. It's Memorial Day weekend, is it? Am I right? I didn't even know. Where are my? I'm looking for some setups here. Here. Saving Private Starlight. She will be back soon. Boston is in the house. Got the Boston Red Sox logo now as your PFP profile picture. V-Nail, Lucid Melody, Hacky, Mr. Hacky Hackerson, The Godfather, The Wise Man, K. Ann in the house, Diet Pepsi for me. Hell yeah, that's a vintage one. That's a vintage OG channel member viewer. Belinda is me, Labia Menorah. Just kidding. It's me, Jessica. Heck yeah. Izzy NC 1822. Bryn Emerald here. What's going on? Sheena's here. What up? What up? Oh shit. Bluffin' with my muffin. That's pretty cool. Casey Mays here. Medra's here. Toddy One Skip in the house. What's going on, Toddy? How you doing? Jelly the best. Rachel. Ladybug. Let's just do this all night. Barry in bed. Good to see you. Tripping on Sunshine, Nikki Stark for you. Ayatahes? No. Ayatahas. Fuck, that's a hard one. I see that person in here a lot. Ayitias. J. Brad, Danny Louise, etc. Goodbyes in the house. All right. So we're going to talk about the documentary today. We're going to go over the exclusive meeting. The proof is in the pudding. This is the proof. It's undeniable proof that this documentary series is legit. And it's going to happen, boys and girls. Anyhow, if you want, you can hit that like button if you will. Thank you. Shy says that. Shy Neb says that. Mama Tiger, good to see you. Okay. All right. But before we get into it, I want to go over a couple things here. So let's move over to this screen. I like this screen. This screen is really fun. Look at what we have here. Yeah. Dreamer looking pretty snazzy with her Stupid Dale, or I'm sorry, it's Pop Rocks and Stupid Dale. Look at this. She just got this today. She still has a sticker there, but she did take it off. Let's see the sticker. Look at that. There's a sticker there, but she took it off. Don't worry. She just wanted to say, hey, look, it's new. It's brand new. Nice purple color. Beautiful print. But hey, let's get a better look. She took a better picture. Look at that. It looks pretty damn cool. The graphic is huge, huge on this sucker. And of course, it's Dale. Dale always wears a hat with a D on it for Dreamer, you know. D for Dreamer right there. There's Stupid Dale. I believe she was married to him for some time. And Stupid Dale is sitting on one of the cars that he purchased for Dreamer, because he purchased two cars. The first car was a shitty car, as Dreamer would, talk about. and then the second car was pretty much the same shitty car. So those are the shitty cars right there. And a can of beer right here, and so on and so forth. There's some cookies over here. I see that. Oh, that looks delicious, Dreamer, in that corner, that right corner over there. But love the shirt. Looks good. I'm glad she got it safely. And she trusted me with her address. Can you believe that? What the hell's wrong with her? No, I'm kidding. Other people are starting to get their product in. SirMorbidX.com. Look at all that good stuff right there. The prints and yeah, so somebody posted this in our Discord. Just wanted to share it with you folks. Saving Private Starlight over here. That's a nice shirt. The Sugar Woo Bestie with the fake profile. Top Puss. And of course the Nobodies right here. That's a upgraded image of what it was previous years. And this certified unwell, because we're all unwell, according to Becca Scoops, right? Let's see here. So there's that, which brings us to here. Oh, let's talk a little bit about Case. Where are you at, Case? Oh, I forgot. You can't come in our chat. You're the only person that can't come in our chat. That's unfortunate. Put a muzzle on that sumbitch. Yeah, you know it's eating at him. He can't handle it. But here, let's give, you know what? You know what we like to do on this channel? Well, we just like to point out hypocrisies, don't we? Yes, we do. And we do it very well, don't we? And here's the hypocrisy. And we throw it right back at them. In fact, we call them out and we throw it right back at them. Because we don't hold ourselves accountable. We just hold you accountable. And if you throw it back at us, we're going to give you that same energy back and even 100 times over. Okay, so all we're asking you is don't cry when we do it right back at you 100 times worse. I don't want to hear any crying or complaining, okay? I don't, because then you're truly a hypocrite. But here's the hypocrisy, and here's what I'm going to point out. Case does this, right? So there's all this thing swarming around with Ken's sister talking to Ryan and all this stuff. And I guess it's Ken's sister, one of the other sisters, not the one that was in high school, but still a teenager. I believe she's 19. That's still a teen. That's a very young girl. Anyhow, Case says this, right? He posts the other day, hey guys, hadn't planned on going live today, but F it. Here's the thing with Case. And Becca Scoops, come close to the speaker here, because I'm gonna speak directly to you. Becca, you may think of me as the worst of the worst, and I'm not. I'm not your enemy. In fact, I think she's starting to realize that her own team, the people that were supposed to protect her, the people that were on her side, because I'm not on anyone's side. I'm just right here for the taking. But the people that were so close to her to protect her, the ones that turned on her because of us, because of what we did, all the hard work and all of the glory that we shine light on, right? The darkness, yeah, that's us. Yeah, in less than 72 hours, let's say 48 hours, and that train got derailed forever. Yeah, that would be us. Okay. But here it is. Becca, I want you to listen to me, okay? The reason why your views are going down now, the reason why, yes, it's because of you and your actions, but beyond that, you could have been saved. You could have been saved by the very same people that you promoted. You could have been saved by the asshole that asked for a GoFundMe and you promoted it and you actually donated to it yourself when you never even donated to the Foyas. Ain't that a bitch? Why? Because he was holding something over your head. Little Casey boy was holding something over your head like both of you all do because you're both scummy like that. But here's the thing, Becca. Where were they? How come no one spoke up for you? How come no one went to bat for you? Those are your team members. Those are the people that was supposed to take care of you. So if you want to hate someone and if you want to be angry at them because they turned their back on you in the worst possible way. Case studies did it. Barbara, straight out of context, did it. Yeah, they jumped on you. They're opportunists just like you. Doesn't it make you seethe inside, Becca? I'm not the evil one here. I'm not the one that you need to be mad at. In fact, I'm trying to help you now. I'm trying to help you look at the light that I'm shining on them. Because those are the people that betrayed you. Those are the people that turned their back on you for all of what you did for them on your big platform, Becca. Do you deserve that? Ask yourself that question. Because they sure didn't give a shit, right? Look at what little Froggy Boy's doing now. He's going live whenever he possibly can. Why? Because there's a spot open for live streaming for the anti-gypsy community. Basically, Scotty Boy, Mr. Case Studies, your assistant, your bitch at one point, is taking your grift, Becca. Because you can't go live right now. Because the questions will come. There will be too many accounts to block in your live chat because the answers never came. You ignored it. Thus, the truth train is permanently derailed. Do you see what I'm talking about? So don't be mad at the people you shouldn't be mad at. The people you should look at are those that were supposed to protect you. What happened to Conspiracy? Oh, look, she's on Case's live chats now, kissing ass over there. Opportunists, hypocrites. Those are the people you should be angry at, Becca. What about Dream? Dream expert over there. Silence. Everybody is silent now. They don't want to even utter your name. How does it feel, Becca? Think about it. Hopefully I shed some light for you. So you got this schmuck over here. The other day, he goes, hey guys, hadn't planned on giving live today or going live today. He's going to go live as much as possible to collect on the grift now. That's left behind because of Becca Scoops. Becca Scoops can't go live. So who's going to pick up the slack? Who's going to pick up the views and the money? The tragedy money, the tragedy grift. Still using that. We're against gypsy, anti-gypsy, and we're trying to get Dee Dee justice. So let's go ahead and change our profile pictures to reflect a woman that was brutally murdered and make money off of it. Becca Scoops, your spot is empty now. Somebody else needs to rise and collect that train money, that money train. So here he is right here, going to go live as much as possible, as much as he can. He may not, he probably won't get as much memberships, channel memberships, as one said Becca Scoops or Super Chats. But he's going to get some. He's going to get some. And Becca, you should be really mad at him because you had his back and he turned on you. He turned on you. He says this, let's discuss this nonsense with Ken's sister. Mind you, this is a younger girl who I guess, went to TikTok or something and said, hey, the rumors between me and Ryan, we're not talking, whatever. But check this out, because I'm going to point out something right now. I'm going to give him a little bit of his own medicine. That's what we like to do here. We like to be fair. We like to play chess here. So, Case, you made your move. You messaged Ken's sister. You creep. You 44, turning 45-year-old creep. Messaging this young girl, maybe 19 or whatnot. Private message to ask her if she wants to come up on your panel. For what? You think she doesn't like her brother? She's not like you, okay? Because your last live stream, this guy talked about how he has stepsisters or something like that, and he has problems with them. And I'm sure the stepsisters have a lot of problems with Mr. Scotty, okay? They probably don't like his ass. It'd be interesting if we could interview them, which is going to go to my next point, because, again, if you make a move like this, I'm going to make another move back, and it's going to be 100,000 times worse. But it's the same thing. It has the same effect. So we're going to call out the hypocrisy when I do the same thing you're doing on the internet. You're going out to message Ken's sister? You want to bring her into the fold here on your panel? Okay, why? So you could ask questions. What if I ask your sister, your stepsister, if I can interview her on my panel? Would you like that? Are you going to cry now? I can't hear you, Case. Oh, I'm sorry. You're blocked in the chat. I can't hear you. I can't see you. I can't hear you. What do you want to do? See, you made a move. We're playing chess, not checkers. And now it's checkmate, maybe, or maybe not. Maybe we're just playing around with each other's pawns. So how would you like it if I reached out to your sister? Because you're reaching out to Ken's sister, right? That's fair. And your sister's a lot older. Oh, yeah. And look at you. This guy makes fun of Gypsy Rose's nose, folks. And trust me, this is when he was skinny. Look at the nose. Look at the schnoz on this guy. What in the hell? Dude, you are a nerd and a geek and a doofus. If I ever seen a doofus, this is a punchable face and you have a punchable voice. Look at the doofus nose over here. Oh my, you need Becca's lip fillers, brother. You don't have lips. What the hell is that on your face, bro? What is that? I would say you have a face that only a mother would love, but does she really love you? Maybe we should ask her. Do you like Doritos? Doritos chips? Rita? Should we ask Rita? Here's the thing, Ken. Not Ken. I looked at this photo up here. I think it's Ken. Even Ken's nose isn't that big. Should we ask your sisters to come up on panel? Is that acceptable, or are you going to cry now? Are you going to cry like a little baby? Huh. The hypocrisy is real. I guess you don't like it when it comes to you. You can do it for 2-3 years now, right? You can go after people's family members. You did it with the Aaron Carter universe over there. You harassed many people. You've bullied women online. You stalked many women. And what are you going to do now if we reach out to your sister over here and ask her, hey, do you want to talk about your brother? Because he's been talking shit about you on the internet. It's only fair for us to give your stepsister, a platform. Maybe. Or should we reach out to your mommy? I had a troll one time. He decided, because we play chess here, so he made a move and decided he was going to go ahead and put my kids' names on his live stream with their social security scrolling across the screen there. Okay, that's cool. Do whatever you want. But when I do it back to you, don't cry. Don't cry. Because it's coming. If you make a move, I'm going to make a move that's greater. And you would have no choice, is all I'm going to say. So, do I need to call your mom like I called his mom live? Because I do have her phone number. Do I need to call your mom like I called that guy's mom who doxed my kids on a live stream and said the wrong son died? There's some context for you on the video that you've been promoting. See, there's different levels to the game, and do you want to play the game? Because it's your move next. That's how chess is, right? You go and I go. So I'm going to throw it back at you. Okay? Be a good boy. Should we? Should we? Lovely couple over here. Should we? It's your move, Case. I'll be waiting. Cat got your tongue. Oops. You can't say anything because you've been blocked from this live chat. And you're the only one. Oh, boy. This is fun, isn't it? This is fun. But here's the thing. I don't care. And here's why. This guy talked about my mom having dementia, and he thought that was funny. He was in a live chat, and he said that. I saw it because Morbid's watching. Morbid is always watching. So you brought my mom into it. So I'm going to bring your mom into it then. What do you think? Should we call Rita? Do you want to do that? See, you brought my mom into it. That's your move. Now here's my move. Should we call her and let her know your activities on the internet? And should I invite your mom onto my panel so I could go ahead and show her what her son's been doing? What shall we do? You brought my mom into it. So if you're going to throw energy at me, I'm going to throw energy right back at you. And it's going to be tenfold. So, and you can't complain about it because you did it first. Yeah. So I hope you enjoy that. Talk about this too. You brought my kids into it too. Custody. And don't think Apple Charlottes and Haiti and Nicole Rand. Yeah, you, Nicole. Trying to hide, right? You don't think Morbid is watching? And we're all a little bit morbid, aren't we? We're all watching. Nicole, who are you following on TikTok? See, I look at all these pieces and people as a team. Whenever trolls come and attack me for years now, they're a team. They have to team up against one person. I don't need a team. I'm just me, and I just go. Okay? So, when I look at them as a team, and one of their team members do something and make a move, well, nobody's off the table. So, I'm watching. Morbid is watching. Give it a year. So there we go with that. I'm not in here to win brownie points from anybody. Clearly, I don't care. But I do care if you're going to make a move, you're going to bring up my mom, you're going to bring up my kids, you're going to bring me up maybe. Well, don't complain and cry when I give you the same medicine. You made your move, and I just made my move. Now it's on you. The ball's in your court. Wow, what the hell is this? You know, before we move on, and we're going to get to the documentary thing. Wow, look at this. People are probably, who the hell is this? It's actually the same person. This was pulled up by, hey, is Peachy in here? Peachy. Everybody should go subscribe to her because she's CJB Comedy coming up with the comedy already. Woof, woof. Look, I guess there's a guy that's a butt buddy of case studies now. I guess it's this guy over here, Evil Ghost, trying to act like a tough guy, right? Oh, go subscribe to Peach. I'm going to drop her channel link. She talks shit about me, which is fine. And so you guys could go over there. And it's okay. She has permission to talk shit about me. Call me out for my bullshit if you want. You can. But she's got some good stuff coming up, some deep dives on this schmuck over here. This irrelevant one. But this guy likes to, I guess, act like a hotshot, like he's big shit. And we, I just did a couple things here and there, and just real quickly realized he kind of knows somebody I knew in the past. Nicolina, the Mean Girls. This guy got ran off the internet or the community that he was a part of by Mean Girls, by a troll group called Mean Girls, led by Nicolina, which I had on my panel back when I was morbid, covering Kylie Ronnie or Ernie Shell for like a week before Ernie Shell caved. He couldn't handle the troll. It got intense, but she came up, I remember, with this guy named Jimbo or something like that. Anyhow, she basically cucked this guy. And this right here, well, I guess that's Peaches, his wife. And that was her for Halloween. She didn't even need much makeup there. But here's the irony and the hypocrisy here. How do you, ma'am, and your husband, who has to mount you, which is an unbelievable task, make fun of other people on the internet for looking ugly, shall I say, and big, fat? How do you and your husband make fun of Ryan Anderson, of all people? It's interesting. And this photo right here was probably taken about 15 years ago. So this is when she looked good. That's not a joke. You should see what she looks like now. You can't tell the difference between a water buffalo and this individual up here on the screen. But hey, I feel great because I don't have to mount that thing ever. Saddle up. There's different levels. And I look at these people as a team. So as they move or one of their parts move, I will go ahead and handle all of them at once. And that includes you, Haiti. Don't think I don't have a picture of you. Cam slips are a bitch. Oh, Adam. Anybody a Jim Morrison fan? Anyone out there? Speaking code? Huh. Different levels, eh? Different levels. Yes, that's Peachy. Not Peachy in the chat, but the other Peachy. And Evil Ghost, you want to come up, buddy? You want to get schooled? Right? He likes to speak like a tough guy, I guess, or something, right? He's a tough guy he is a tough guy. He most certainly is a tough guy. Why? Because he has to mount that. But here's some details that are coming out because we just got started. And if they want to play the game, do you want to play a game? Shall we play the game? Because you guys made a few moves. I just need to catch up a little bit, if you don't mind. We can play that game. It looks like this guy over here, the irrelevant one, he had CPS called on him by the Mean Girl crew because there's these allegations of this guy, Evil Ghost, doing something bad to his daughter, his own daughter. I don't know the details on that. Some abuse, some diddling maybe, I don't know. He's going to have to answer those questions. But CPS did open an investigation and go out. And he cried and, Mean Girls got us. They were worried about your children's safety. That's why that happened, I guess. So, again, you want to talk about my kids? Well, I'm going to go ahead and do the same move. Do you like it? But see, we've got receipts. We got actual receipts. We don't have troll videos. We don't have videos made by trolls that Vin Vader, that guy, he actually did that to his, his own grandchildren. It's documented, well documented. And he got caught red-handed doing child play porn on the internet with farm animals as well. Go to Hack's YouTube channel. Hack's right there, Hacky Hackerson. Go to @HackyHackerson. There's a whole playlist on that. And he got caught, and he's no longer on the internet. Bye-bye. But you're playing his videos, by the way. So, great source. Great source. So, Evil Ghost, not sure what you've been doing with your daughters, whatnot. But there's a live stream. If you look at his past, because he's been a part of communities and been kicked out, in fact. See, I've been a part of a lot of communities. I never get kicked out. I bring along my own community. I never leave a community because we're the community of nobodies. We've always been that. I just bring them along and we add people over the years and then we just wander because we're that great. Because we can just go and it's okay. We got people from the Jimmernam community, the Misery Box community. Everybody comes along with us because it's a party and it never ends. And here they are now. Here they are now. But let me tell you something. This Adam guy and his wife, Megan, love them both, by the way. So it seems like something has been going on where CPS had to get involved. And there's a live stream previously where I guess he has one daughter that's autistic or maybe has Down syndrome. I'm not sure the details, but he calls her a retard. He calls his own daughter that on a live stream. Got the receipts for that too. So where do we go? How do you call your own daughter that? That's pretty crazy. But hey, would you expect any less of someone case studies would support and lift up? Case studies actually made this disgusting guy's channel. Now the anti-gypsy community is over there. And for the first time, Evil Ghost, who bows down to alpha males on the internet, other creators that have always been successful. Unlike him, he was a nothing then, and he's a nothing now. But now he's getting some of that anti-gypsy money thanks to case studies. Because case studies is a great judge of character, as you know. So you can thank him. Either way, I don't care. All I care about is I want to feed you the same medicine you feed me or you feed us. And I don't want you to complain about it ever. Don't cry that your kids are being talked about. You talked about my kids, it's only fair. Don't cry if I talk about your mommy. You talked about my mommy and her dementia. We can talk to Rita, your mommy, Scotty. And I'm not a girl. I'm not a female you could push around and claim that I'm stalking. Oh, I don't stalk. I just wait for you to make the next move. And then we go from there. Okay? So that's what I'm asking you. Do you want to continue to play the game? That's okay. You just let us know. We will know. Because Morbid is watching. Morbid is always watching. A little bit more about this guy before I move on, because he's irrelevant to me. But Peachy is doing a deep dive, getting some great information. So make sure you go over to I'm Just Fucking Peachy on YouTube, and you could get the exclusive stuff that she's going to be dropping over there. Okay? Hell, she might make videos of me. That's okay. I don't mind at all. I don't. But some more on this guy, and there's too much to discuss. He raised money, donation, saying that he's collecting money for underprivileged children for the Christmas season. You know, I don't know what it's called, Toys for Tots or something. So he was asking this community that he's a part of, hey guys, give us your money and blah, blah, blah. Some bitch collected all the money and he spent it on his own kids. He stole the money that was supposed to be donated to these underprivileged kids, as he promoted. And he essentially used it on his own kids. So That's why this guy gets shunned and pushed out of these communities. He's been a part of the Ernie Shell dumbass community over there. I know that community well because, again, I was part of it for 1 week. And guess what? In the history, the internet activity from Evil Ghost and his wife, you want to see her again? It seems like these two were big fans of Morbid at one point. I guess they knew of me when I was covering Ernie Shell for that short period of time, and they liked everything. They liked, they shared, they hearted. I'm sure the dude wanted to be me. I'm sure, because he loves to suck up to alpha males on the internet. And there's a list of them. Maybe I have to try to reach out to Nicolina 77.7. Maybe I do, because I remember she did come up on my panel before when I covered Ernie Shell. I don't know her well. I just remember her. But oops, sorry about that. So there he is. And there's a lot more. Talk about a past. But a past we could present with receipts, not troll videos, not videos that were made by trolls who were actually predators. There's something going on, and there's so much more I could say, but I'm not. But I do want you to subscribe to Peachy's channel, not the other Peachy's, not his wife. But I am just fucking Peachy, which I'm going to put in the chat again. Nightbot should take care of that. You guys doing good? We have to play. St. Jimmy's back, baby. I don't miss those days, but hey, I could get back in the zone if they need me to. But again, I don't care. If you're going to feed me medicine, I'm going to feed it 10 times. I'm going to feed awful medicine to you, and you can't cry about it. You just can't. I just do what you did. And I do it on a level that you probably just don't understand. It goes over your head. But I think most people get it, though. I really do. Nicole Rand, I'm watching. I'm going to watch and see if you unfollow that account. Don't complain if I come after you, too. Okay? Because I remember the time when you're crying all the time for a year that your late husband, that I'm pretty sure you didn't give two shits about, had this troll account on TikTok. You didn't see me following that account, but I see you. Again, we're playing chess. They made their move. We just made ours. So let's see what happens next, I guess. How you guys doing? Mustard Mayo in the house. I see these people coming in. I appreciate it. You guys ready for the documentary now? The documentary. What do we got here? The documentary. What is the title of this freaking live? The Little Documentary Engine That Couldn't. I love it. I love it. Sugar Sunday in the house. Anani's in the house. Hey, did Gypsy Rose have... I guess she's having a collab with someone, and I think I know who it is. I think it's a comedian. I think it's a stand-up comedian. I hope I'm not blowing the load. His name is Matt Matthews, I believe. I'm not sure if she dropped it already. No, I know Nicolina of her. Look, you think I'm afraid of anybody like Nicol? I already know Nicolina. They're small potatoes, okay? The Mean Girl crew. But if she has some dirt, hell, send it my way. I think it's Matt Matthews, though, the stand-up comedian that Gypsy's going to do a collab with. I could be wrong. But I think so. I think he's in the area that she's at in Louisiana. I think. He's a stand-up comedian. He has 4 million plus followers. He has a pretty big following on YouTube as well because he's been successful with stand-up comedy. And I kind of remember... Gypsy and Ken went to a stand-up comedy gig or something alive that they attended 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, somewhere around there. I remember because we talked about it. We saw a picture, exclusive picture. I think he was performing over there. I'm not sure. I don't remember. It could be. I don't know. I guess you'll just have to wait and find out when the collab is over. I think it will be today. I'm not sure. But we shall see. Let me see here. All right, you guys ready? Now let's talk about the little documentary engine that couldn't. Oh, yes. In fact. And we're going to go into the meeting room. At the end of this live stream, I'm going to give all of you in chat access to the entire video clip. It's almost 40 minutes long meeting. And this is proof in the pudding that there's a documentary. But we're going to point out some of the stuff. So let's get going here. Everybody's coming in here. Come on in. Anna Alley, Nikki Stark for you. Ladybug is here. Hugo's fan. I remember you. Solin Beauty is in the house. Everybody here. Hear the music. And the reason why we're doing this today, I just felt like the last live stream, we talked about Lauri, the dream expert, right? And we're going over all the posts that she went, the update posts on her YouTube community page, where she's updating the truth trainers, you know, the followers that, hey, we got this documentary, building it up, only to tear it back down. Like, there's no guarantees. It's not going to really happen, but it might happen, but it not. No. And she says there's big Hollywood producers that are working on. Well, anyhow, we're going to get the truth right about now. So bear with me here. Take a look at this screen over here. Right here. Here are the players, ladies and gentlemen. In one corner, we have, at the very top left, Becca, Annie, Sugarwoo, Bestie, Scooch. In the right corner, upper right, Lauri, the cream expert, Lowenberg. Boo. At the bottom right corner, don't know who she is, but we'll find out. It's a worker. It's the assistant. It's the unwell assistant for Annie Scoobs. And in the bottom left is the Hollywood icon. Straight from London. The assistant producer, Maisie. Let's give it up. All right. So here's our players over here, ladies and gentlemen. And again, at the end of this live stream, in the chat, I'm going to go ahead and give you full access to this entire video. Download it, fucking upload it on TikTok. I didn't sign any NDA. I never asked for this shit. It was just sent to me. It was sent to me to say, hey, look, here's proof that something's happening. Let's take a look at this, guys. All right, here we go.
Everybody, I'm Lauri, and I'm here in Tampa, Florida.
Little too loud for my ears. Little too loud. Little too loud. Okay.
And Becca with the mic, she's in California. She's co-creator and investigative lead. And this is
investigative lead. Sounds serious.
Janice. She's in London.
Hi. I am.
Janice over here, fellow Londoner. Let's give it up for Janice. Janice is the timeline, Janice. Oh, yeah.
And she's an extremely thorough, meticulous researcher. And so Becca.
Bree says, investigative lead, Becca Scoops over here. And I do see Keekins. Let's give it up for Keekins. Top left corner.
Her husband, who is a veteran detective, and Janice together.
Excuse me, Lauri, safety police officer.
Run the YouTube channel, Becca Scoops, which has been doing deep dive videos and investigations into the Gypsy Rose Blanchard case for 2 years now. Wow. Basically re-examining all the evidence that never went to trial because Gypsy took a plea deal. Mm-hmm. And they found that.
Watch very closely to the assistant producer. This is not even an associate producer. It's an assistant. She's been on the job for less than a year. But anyhow, Macy down there. Oh, yeah. Always nodding her head It's like her head is a bobblehead. I mean, I swear to God, for 40 minutes, all it's doing is nodding.
Among many fascinating rabbit holes, they found that the narrative, the popular narrative that we've all been told, is not true. Mm-hmm. And just for context, if you ever see any Gypsy Rose content online and you look in the comment section, you're going to see comment after comment, go watch Becca Scoops.
Oh, wow. Don't you love it when you go into a comment section, Becca Scoops, guys, Becca Scoops. Not anymore. Those were the days.
Because their channel is like the end all be all of Gypsy Rose information.
Amazing. And let me just make a note of the channel so that I can go back after. But that
wow, Maisie, that's amazing. Wait until you get a load of their lineup.
Sounds incredible, and it sounds like you're doing some great work here. And did you want me to just sort of briefly introduce myself and a bit about the company? Yeah. So I'm Maisie, obviously, and I'm one of the assistant producers in the development team here at Passion. Now, Passion Pictures is a very long-standing production company. We've been around for decades.
This is true. But here's the thing. You know how many production companies there are in the world? You know how many production companies there are in just California? You know how many production companies there are in the United States of America? They had to go all the way to London. But how did we get here? You'll find out.
Triple Academy Award winning. We first was sort of making more cinematic release documentaries in the early days, and in more recent years we've built a great relationship with all the major streaming platforms. So just last year we had a Netflix documentary out about the Astroworld tragedy. We had on Hulu Devil in the Family.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody watched that. Well, those were freaking mind-blowing documentaries. What did you say? Whatever she said. Come on, we all watched it, guys. It was great. Don't remember it.
Very good. Very good.
Which was actually ended up being the most watched documentary that Hulu have ever released, which was really
wow, really? No one heard of it here, though. Oh, you got to love the Hulu documentaries, too, by the way. Fantastic.
But what we are an independent production company. We don't just do loads of projects at once and pump out a load of content. We make projects that we truly believe in, and also projects that we feel there's some sort of change that could be made from it, whether it is an injustice, whether it is, so we've been nominated for Academy.
Someone asked, is this a live Zoom call? It could be. I think it's a StreamYard thing. It's really high tech. I mean, you got to love that this lady, this assistant producer, is in a closet essentially in London. I mean, that's a closet right there. And then you got the other characters in bedrooms.
Award on a film about Amazon tribes in the Amazon rainforest is very broad. But what brought me on this call today is obviously, and this was probably well known to you all long before, but we noticed on social media after, I think it's Into the Woods.
Into the Weeds.
Into the Weeds. They posted some the Freedom of Information videos onto their channel.
Our first point. It was because of Into the Weeds. Ain't that a bitch? I thought Lauri, the dream expert, the cream expert over there, had these connections, these Hollywood connections, right? They got to go as far as London. But this small company, production company, and that's the assistant down there, Macy, they only heard about all this stuff because of who? Into the Weeds. Yeah. The people that the anti-gypsy community threw in the trash. Now the truth comes out. Do you feel a little bad, anti-gypsyers? The dumb GRB snark over there. See, GRB snark hides the truth. They don't want anything out about Becca Scoops. They ignored it. They continue to do their same shtick. Regurgitated jokes about gypsy and all this. That's all they got. That's all they have. They're going to ignore this too. They're going to ignore the fact that this documentary is hilarious and it's not real. It's actually a farce, and you're going to find out more. But here it is. This is our first thing that we notice here. Into the Weeds. If it wasn't for Into the Weeds, who got those FOIAs, there wouldn't be as much noise. That's how this small production company, and I say small even though they work in the millions, but not big time millions, but 30, 40, 50. That's a lot to us, but in production wise, it's very little. Anyhow, And there's a lot of production companies out there. Trust me. They do hundreds of millions of dollars. Anyhow, let's go back to the point. It's Into the Weeds. It's because of Into the Weeds doing the full. And you do see, somebody did notice that. Look at Becca's face. Watch this.
Noticed on social media after, I think it's Into the Woods.
Into the Weeds.
Into the Weeds.
Into the Weeds. Where's Sheena? Sheena, take him out. I think she's texting you right now, Sheena. It was about the same time frame. This was March, I believe. She's frantically texting Sheena, take him out. Fuck them. Into the Weeds. What the?
They posted some the Freedom of Information videos onto their channel, and it basically sparked a wide online discussion around the case.
Oh, really? Yeah, because of Into the Weeds. It sparked wide interest to the point that this little assistant Macy, all the way over in London, baby, caught wind of it. Interesting. But who's taking all the glory? Upper left and upper right corner. Look at these people. They're snakes, aren't they? They're taking the glory. They didn't want Into the Weeds in on this. They didn't even tell them about this shit. Into the Weeds didn't know about this.
Of information videos onto their channel, and it basically sparked a wide online discussion around the case. And just we saw a lot of people sort of reframing how they felt about what has happened in the past, and people calling it might be a bit insensitive, but they were calling it the S.D.N.Y files. And,
oh yeah, that's funny. S.D.N.Y. Oh yeah, that'll go over well for a legit documentary production company. It's an embarrassment.
There was all sorts of commentary online. And so at the moment, just for full clarity, we're at a very early stage. Now, how we make documentaries is we would never make a documentary unless we could really get the people at the heart of the story involved. So it'd be people that...
Listen to that. That's the second point. People that are close at heart to the story. Who would that be? Gypsy Rose? You're damn right. Trust me, you're going to find out a little bit later too. Because that would be the big catch, right? For this London small-time company over here, production company, to get the Blanchards.
We would never make a documentary unless we could really get the people at the heart of the story involved. So it'd be people that personally knew the case, people maybe even, say, members of, say, the family from Nick's side, from Gypsy's side. We would really, and also how the...
There it is right there. From Gypsy's side. Do you want your docuseries now? You guys were played like the fools that you are, you anti-gypsy community, you. It has to be embarrassing. Collecting loss after loss. It must be a tough life. That's why it's time to see the light. It's time to see the light that we're shining for you. So you could snap out of it, break yourself away from this cult mentality, this addiction that you have. We're here for you. So you can join us and we can laugh at them together. Wouldn't that be glorious? Don't wait for a year. But if you have to, give it a year.
Streamer market works with the biggest streamers, like say the Netflixes, HBOs, Hulu's. They also would need access to the people really at the heart of the story. It's not really the sort of, you'd have a few experts commenting here.
Again, Macy is making the point. We need people at the heart of the story. Who's the biggest heart of the story? Gypsy Rose. Do you want your docu-series now?
But with the trend of the premium documentaries, it really is important that you're hearing from the people that are involved day to day. And yeah, that's just sort of a bit about me and how we've ended up on this call today.
Well, okay, so where we're at, and we have a wonderful visual representation to show you all the research over mind-blowing.
Mind-blowing. A wonderful visual presentation. Wait until you get a load of it. Keep that in mind. Thanks, Lauri. Giving us the heads up, of course.
Research that has been done, and we've got like 13 contributors lined up so far. And we've got
You got Winebox Poppy. Who else do you have? You didn't want Into the Weeds, clearly. They weren't good enough. Who are those 13?
the storyline, the episodes laid out.
Dude, they're so delusional. They're writing the scripts already for each episode. What the hell are they thinking? This is delusion at its greatest, folks. This is so funny. She's fucking writing scripts of episodes. They know the title of the episodes at this point. Episode 1. The fat guy that crawled through the window. David Blanchard.
Pretty far along. And
Yeah.
we're
Episode 2. The fat guy's wife who stood outside while her fat husband crawled through the window and didn't find anything. And he came back. I can't wait for those 2 episodes to drop, man. Fuck.
we're close to. We still want contributors to add that we got in mind, and we can tell you about how that's been going.
Yeah.
So we're
Becca,
real
you've been
close.
interviewing quite a few, haven't you?
Speak up, Janice. We can't hear you. Too much echo in the bedroom.
I'm
What
sorry.
channel?
I said you've been interviewing some of the people that were involved. You know.
Yeah. Becca's been talking to some of the bigger players in this.
Who would be a big player? Again, Fancy knew this. I wasn't going to say their names, but the cat's out of the bag. It's David Blanchard and Kim Blanchard. Those are your biggest players, guys. The heartbeat of the case. They're going to break it wide open for all of you anti-gypsyers. Oh, they have one more. They have one more character. And no, it's not the prison janitor. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sheena, $5 super chat says, horror film fanatic 000 is Becca and Mitch, people. Oh, no. Becca. Hey, Becca, let me tell you something. Mitch. The people you need to be mad at are the people that turned their back on you when you had their back. And where are they now? They are scattered and they're collecting your grift that you're missing out on because you can't go live, like case studies. That guy you should be mad at. You should be looking at him. We're just here. We just kind of exist.
I'm getting some really good sound bites from them and learning a little more. So we do have a lot of never before heard.
Be mad at Conspiracy. Be mad at Barbara, the one that pretended to be your friend. Be mad at that Carolina girl who carried the FOIAs, right? Where's she at? Where did all your support go? Where are they? Be mad at them because they're your team. They're the ones that could have protected you from all of this. Yes, it was your actions initially, all the stuff you did behind the scenes, and the lack of transparency afterwards, where you refused to take accountability. I get that. But the main problem was the people that did you truly wrong. And you know who those players are.
Heard responses to people close to the case now that the FOIAs have come out,
Yeah.
and how they're kind of reassessing things as well.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
like, just for an example, just 2 nights ago, I spoke with a gentleman who was very close with Dee Dee and Gypsy. And he's never spoken to anyone.
Who would that gentleman be? Becca Scoops last night spoke to a gentleman that was really close to Gypsy. We're going to find out who that is. Can you guys guess in chat? Anybody want to be a taker here? Who could it be? It must be a big, heavy duty hitter.
Never been on a documentary, but he knew them well. He actually made Gypsy this elaborate costume.
Oh no, it was the guy who made the Star Wars costume. I know you didn't see that one coming. Do you feel stupid now, believing all this horseshit? How long did y'all wait? A year? For the costume maker? He's never been on a documentary before, guys. I mean, I like the guy. He made some pretty cool costumes. I'm sure he has a lot of information about the case that nobody else knows about. I think I could stop this meeting now. I think it's in the bag already, guys.
Documentary, but he knew them well. And just to
Yeah.
And how they're kind of reassessing things as well.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
like, just for an example, just 2 nights ago, I spoke with a gentleman who was very close with Dee and Gypsy. And he's never spoken to anyone. He's never been on a documentary, but he knew them well. He actually made Gypsy this elaborate costume. So anyways, I spent an hour.
You got to love that. Please clip that up and put it on TikTok. Are you not embarrassed? How come people aren't embarrassed anymore in life? They just act like idiots on the internet.
With him. And yeah, really nice guy. And he's willing to participate also. So he's never spoken out and he's got some stories. Yeah.
I can't wait to hear the costume designer stories. I mean, what could he possibly say? Oh, no. You know who liked the costume designer? It was Hello Starlight. Hello Starlight loves that costume shit. She would always talk about, she loves the pictures of Gypsy and the little Mandalorian shit, you know. She loved that shit, right? She'll be back, though. She probably doesn't want to, talk about this kind of stuff because, when we're done with all this, then she'll be like, okay, we're ready. Yeah. We'll do some fun stuff, but maybe she'll come back. Who knows? Maybe this is it. It's just like, holy shit, we got swindled here again. We got scooped. Everybody scooped and duped.
That's amazing. It sounds like you're doing some incredible work. And
that's incredible work. The costume guy. That's amazing. Oh, Macy. Oh, Macy. No wonder you're your assistant.
Yeah.
That's amazing. It sounds like you're doing some incredible work. And this is just more in terms of
and look at Lauri's face. She's like, we're doing awesome work. Look at her. Watch. She's nodding. Look. Oh, I got it.
Also, so
sounds like you're doing some incredible work. And
look at that face. She's so happy. She's so proud. She's such a proud mother right now. Look at that face.
This is just more in terms of say like we did work things like we build this relationship, we work together. I mean, do you have these people paperworked at all, just contractually, just to, for more your protection as well, so that these people are exclusive to you guys? It's just something that the streamers like they will ask us. Oh, it's well and good sort of talking.
When she's talking about streamers, she's talking about the companies, Netflix, Hulu, those streamers, because that's how they talk in Hollywood. I mean, London.
To them, but are they signed and exclusive to you all?
Yeah, we've got 4 of them signed so far.
Amazing. That's great work.
So she signed the costume guy, David Blanchard, Kim Blanchard. There's 3 right there. Look at Lauri. She's so proud. And they got Winebox Puppy. So there's 4 players.
Doing all your work for you, Maisie.
Oh, the janitor, the prison janitor.
Yeah.
Sorry, wait, was that I missed what did you say that again?
Oh, I said we're doing all your work for you. We've got it all done for you.
I know. I just because I'm assuming.
Oh, Macy has an easy job. They did all the work. It's great work. Excellent. Fantabulous.
I think you got my information from
Kim and David.
Yes,
right.
I thought so because they said that they were working with some producers.
Yeah.
Wow. Kim and David made the call. Uh-oh, look out. We've been all waiting for David Blanchard and Kim Blanchard to speak out. I mean, what a get. Wow.
And yeah, that I assume that's where it came from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, in all fairness, we are quite, fully developed in this.
Oh, wow. Janice, you speak. Oh, yeah. Let's listen to Janice. Lovely.
We've developed quite a lot of information and deep dived into a lot of evidence over 2 years. And it has been really fascinating to see the shift in, the public perception of gypsy. So obviously we felt that.
Notice, Macy, the bobblehead is real. Okay. Just look, it's bobbleheading. Bobbleheading. Yeah.
To start anyway, because we saw, the flaws in her story, etc. But with the new evidence,
the fake smiles, the bobbleheading, it's just a repeat. Look, it's like a tick.
Coming out that we've collected, it's been fascinating. Actually, if you want a story that is full of twists and turns, the most shocking stories and situations, then this is the one, trust me. It's like nothing I've ever seen before. It's absolutely bonkers, and it'll take you on a...
It's bonkers, guys. Holy shit. It's fucking mind-blowing. Give us some more bobbleheading.
Right. But yeah, we've really come far, and we're deep into this now. We have a whole database full of, every document you could need, see, require. Lauri and Becca are saying that they're in touch with, key players. And yeah, it's been really fascinating. And actually not just the...
Yep. Becca and Lauri are involved with key players. Netflix, Disney, DreamWorks, Steven Spielberg's involved, Robert Zemeckis, Quentin Tarantino's thinking about coming out of retirement and doing another film. It's amazing, guys. It's fascinating. And that's why they have to try to pitch it to some assistant in London.
New evidence on the crime itself, but post murder, her patterns of behavior and how she hasn't reformed, basically. When she was in prison, she was still emailing lots of men and using them as what they call pay pigs. She was still manipulating.
Yeah, because there aren't any other females that are prisoners doing the same thing, the pay pig thing. That is fascinating, though. I mean, it's a unique story. Never heard of it before, though. Just never happened.
The narrative from inside, using social media as her tool, which she did, prior to incarceration. And again, now that she's on social media trying to be an influencer, she's reinvented herself several times. She's showing signs again.
Never mind what Janice is saying. Blah, 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 blah. Just look at Becca, because she's typing off to the side and checking her messages between her and Sheena right now. She's on her Sugar Woo account. We should just put the text messages between Sheena and Sugar Woo and just scroll it, because essentially that's what's happening during this moment in time. The dates match up, actually. I'm not kidding you. I mean, look at her eyes are right. Look at Becca's looking at her screen, typing to fucking Sheena. Take him out, motherfucker. Into the weeds. Take him out. It's our time to shine. Take him out.
She's dressing up like she did before. She's shaved her head. She's wearing wigs. All the old similarities are coming out, and it's really,
See, Macy's head is bobbling. I want to get a bobblehead with Macy on it. I've never seen anybody have a head reaction like that ever, except one of my friends. My friend's dad. He's an Indian guy. Oh, how are you doing? And he would always bobble. How are you doing? Oh, that's good to see you. Oh, in his head. How are you doing? Did you eat lunch today? How are you doing today? Old high school friend.
She's wearing wigs. All the old similarities are coming out, and it's really, it's so intriguing. She's used.
Yeah, the wigs are really intriguing. Is that episode 4? I wonder, when did they write the script? When did Lauri write the script for episode 4? Wigs.
Prior to going into prison, there were, the triangulation of relationships. She did it with Nick and Dan. Now she did it with Ryan and Ken. She's not reformed. And that's why we're in, because we think that Dee Dee has been, vilified. And there's so much evidence to prove that by the families, both families, the Petries and the Blanchards, to protect Gypsy and their own reputations, I might add, because they have lied all the way through, and we can prove that.
Macy's like, shut the fuck up. Shaking her head. Yeah, shut the fuck up, lady. I don't even know what you're talking about right now. I zoned out a long time ago.
But she's also got a cult going now.
Yeah, a cult, huh?
Oh, let's talk about cults. Truth Train. Truth Train. Macy's like, yeah, the cult.
We actually have a mole in the inner workings of the cult, which is...
Oh, Janice. Are you the mole, Janice? The mole of the Discord. So this was back in March. So were they... Wow, so Becca Scoops had this mole thing going on for a while, right? Oh, okay. They just wanted to release slowly, leak it out a little bit. I don't know. I didn't really follow the whole dumb Discord leak thing. I don't even know what was it about anyhow. It gives a shit. So this documentary series, episode 5, is going to be The Discord Mole. Wow, this is a fascinating, brilliant docuseries, guys. I can't wait for it.
You know, it's fascinating to see how it works. But everything is by proxy still. So she's still using, other people.
Everything's by proxy. Why would you say that, Janice? That's not good for the anti-gypsy community. You guys are trying to debunk Munchausen by proxy. Why would you put in by proxy? You see what I did there? Why use by proxy? I thought there was no by proxy. They're never on the same page, these people, I swear to God.
It works, but everything is by proxy still. So she's still using, other people to
So, Janice, are you telling us everything's by proxy still? So there was Munchausen by proxy? What are we doing? What are we doing, Janice? Reel it back. Be careful with your words.
Which is, it's fascinating to see how it works. But everything is by proxy still. So she's still using, other people to defend her to, and the lengths that they go to, you won't believe. This story is absolutely mind-blowing.
God, my mind is blown. Not by choice.
Isn't it?
It's yeah. I mean, when my husband and I started our YouTube channel, we thought we were going to do a one and done video on it, and then we started discovering things after thing after thing, and we're 2 years in.
They started discovering ad revenue after super chat, after channel membership. They're like, wait, we should keep on making some videos. Don't be mad at us, Becca. Mitch. Be mad at the people that should have had your back in these terrible times. Dark times for you. Tribulations. They all turned their back on you. They're scum, not me. They are. Because they could have protected you. They could have built a wall. But they decided not to. Because they wanted some of that money. They wanted some of that tragedy pimping. Because tragedy pimping ain't easy.
Yeah.
And we're still going strong. Our numbers are great. People are totally, entrenched into this story. They're like, when's your next video? They're just, yeah, it is mind blowing. Yeah.
And of course that has been helped with the...
At this point, Macy's webcam is fucking bobbling. Everything about Macy is bobbling.
Release of the videos, because people like visuals, don't they? So a lot of it we already knew. We had the police documentation of the content of the videos, so we had already put that out there, but the visual is something else, and that has really kicked off a lot of
By the way, I know I'm stopping here and there, to provide fair criticism and commentary, even though there's no copyright of this meeting, StreamYard meeting. Top notch, by the way. I'm going to provide a link where you could download the entire video. It's 40 minutes long, and you guys could have access to the entire thing right after we're done here on this live. I'm going to drop it in the chat before I leave. And also for the replay crew, I'll go ahead and pin it to the top comment section, okay? So you guys could go do whatever you want, repost it, do whatever. Doesn't matter. Didn't sign an NDA, never asked for this shit, was sent my way unsolicited. So I said, wow, look at this shit. Okay. I guess you want me to go over it and tell you what I think? Yeah. So stick around until the end, and I'm going to drop that link and go ahead and watch it. watch it in its entirety and really look at the intricacies of their get Indigo to read their body language.
Engagement. So yeah, I mean, I think now would be the time really to push forward on something major.
Yeah, we were constantly getting comments. Someone needs to do a docuseries on this.
Right.
Oh, right, Lauri. Lauri, holy shit, man. I just love how she interrupts and just whatever she just said. It's goofy. It's just goofy, man.
Yeah, we were constantly getting comments. Someone needs to do a docuseries on this.
Right. Right.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. They're all giggling. Let's do it. Janice is like, yeah, let's do it. Becca's like, when is this shit going to be over? Fuck, man. I want to collect some more super chats and ad revenue. I don't have time for this shit.
And I mean, before we go into the full sort of the incredible work that you've all been doing, did you
Incredible work. Oh, Macy. If you only knew.
have a plan? Like, what was the sort of plan for taking it to market, pitching it out? Did you have a preferred home that you were envisaged, like you imagined it could live on? In terms
If you could make one wish, if there was a genie, a blue genie, like Aladdin, where would you want this docuseries to be streamed? What would they say? Netflix? Probably.
the streaming services or channels, what was your sort of, in terms of that side of it all?
Well, full transparency, as I mentioned in my introductory email, I have been working lightly with a independent executive producer.
So Lauri's been working lightly. Do you like that adjective? Lightly. She's been working lightly with the executive producer. That's a friend, right? But she had a, look at this. They're pitching it to an assistant that's only been around for less than a year on the job. Of a production company all the way in London. Lauri. Oh, Lauri. Stop lying, Lauri.
Or sort of, in terms of that side of it all?
Well, full transparency, as I mentioned in my introductory email, I have been working lightly with a independent executive producer who's done stuff for Hulu, A&E, Discovery ID, etc.
Wow. Those are top dog. Wow. Can you imagine A&E and all these Discovery? You know, they have a docuseries, The Discord Mole, David Blanchard, the dude that crawled through the window, Kim Blanchard, the lady that's married to the guy who crawled through the window. Oh, wait until you get a load of episode 6. Episode 6 is the janitor that worked at the prison where Gypsy Rose was. Hulu's calling.
She is currently working with a pretty good production crew who has expressed interest. They said, oh, this sounds very interesting. But they're wrapping up a project and haven't been given a formal pitch. There's no agreements, attachments, anything like that. That's where we're at. Ideally, we'd love to see it, and we could totally see it on a Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I found it in, like, just when I was looking at.
I totally see Netflix taking this, guys, don't you? I mean, they did have the Kevin Hart roast. I mean, it's the same caliber, right? Of production. You got Kevin Hart roast, Tom Brady roast, and the Discord Mole of Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Big hitters, man. Big, huge.
To myself, there hasn't been a big since.
Oh, don't forget the costume maker. The Star Wars costume maker, guys. Don't forget. Oh, and there's a special bonus episode of this docuseries. It's how we took out Into the Weeds. With the cat profile picture, we took him out. The
HBO one. Obviously, that one is a very particular angle, a very particular story they tell, but there hasn't been a big premium doc on this case, despite it being such a massive story. And of course, Hulu made their own scripted series on it. Again, that has had some criticism. on now looking back, but I just found it when I was really sort of digging into it, and probably digging into 1% of what you all have. I just thought it was astounding that there hasn't been a big premium doc on it since.
Right.
So that's sort of also what drew me, because I think it is something that is sort of like
Eyes, fingers, toes says Winebox didn't do anything shady, but you're still so threatened by him. Why? I'm threatened by him? The guy's a pussy. He won't even come up and speak to me. He's so filled with anxiety, he can't even come up on a panel or call in because he's afraid. I don't blame him, because he knows I will school him and I'll run circles around him comedically and intelligently. I just use my intellect and my wit. He can't do that. I've seen him go live. And you guys see him go live. And his numbers are dropping because he's boring as fuck. Improv my ass. That's why he's always going to be an open micer. And open micers aren't comedians.
Hold in the market.
Well, when you think that it was very big at the time, it was a massive story. She is known worldwide. The case, went international.
Yeah.
And the act was,
Oh, boys and girls, we're getting privacy complaints already. Oh, it's the frog again. And you know what I do with privacy complaints on YouTube? I use them as toilet paper. It becomes my bidet. I wipe my ass with those privacy complaints, because YouTube doesn't care about privacy complaints. Even if your social security was up on the screen, they don't care. Trust me, I've had that happen, and I put in privacy complaints with my shit up there. They don't care. So Froggy Boy, I know you're mad. I know. He already sent, while we're live, he already sent 2 of them because he didn't like the picture of his mommy. He didn't like it. He didn't like his mommy's picture up there with the green face scribbled all over it. He didn't like that. Oh, poor baby. Well, maybe that'll teach you next time not to talk about my mom. Oh, you didn't like your sister up there? Well, you did try to exploit Ken's sister, so there's that. See, you dish it out, you should be able to take it right back, right, son? I guess you and your boy can't. Your butt buddy over there. Yeah. So whatever he does, it's going to reflect on you. Whatever he does, or you do, or anybody else on your team, it's going to reflect on Haiti Joyless. It's going to reflect on Nicole Rand, because they like to put their little 2 cents in, thinking nobody's watching. But Morbid is watching. Do you not know by now? We have the mean girls working for us, in fact. Yeah. The mean girls that ran off the evil little Casper. There's levels. See, we don't need to act like tough guys. We just go. That's what we are. It's lovely being a nobody, isn't it? No accountability, no worries. Just smash, leave, and come back at one point. And trust me, there have been others out there that tried so hard for years, almost a decade, and they had gangs. They had an army of incel men coming after one Asian guy, and it never worked out, because clearly I'm here, and clearly we still get the numbers, even though we're not even trying. Imagine if we tried on this channel. Just imagine. Yeah. Like I said, this is a hobby channel anyhow, and we'll always have a home. Trust me. It's always been that way. Yeah. But we're still playing chess. So we made our move tonight, counter move by a lot of the moves that you made. So I guess it's their opportunity to make the next move. Let's continue with Macy's bobbleheading.
I mean, incredibly successful, and it really put her into the spotlight. So when you think how well that did, and now the narrative.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Janice, shut up.
Not the narrative, because that was the narrative, but how the story has changed so much. I mean, it's vastly different to what was portrayed, and I think the shock value is, it's so shocking. The discoveries that we've made. It blows it out the water, I mean, even the so-called experts, we can discredit what none of them read any
Oh, so this idiot case, he did a privacy complaint on 0 minutes and 0 seconds. How stupid are you, bro? Of this live stream, he said the privacy complaint is violating the privacy at 0 minutes and 0 seconds. What a fucking dumbass. Dude, you should resubmit it, man. Get the time stamp correct. Oh, wait, you can't rewind. He can't rewind. Oh, because that option is off. This guy, I'm telling you, man, they make it too easy for us, don't they? It's easy work. Don't we smash? We smash, man. Every time we go live, we smash. It's awesome.
of the case documentation or the medical records, but they relied on the docu-series, like Mummy, Dead and Dearies, which is extremely biased. That's what they relied on to put out that Dee Dee had, MVP.
Yeah, it's extremely biased. So we kind of want to make the other side biased now. Is that cool? Yeah, because documentaries are going to do that. Look, Macy already said we want to have all the major players involved so we get both sides of the story. That's just how documentaries are, you know. But she's an assistant. Go easy on her.
Yeah,
That's astounding.
yeah.
I mean, it's astounding, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's shocking. It is shocking. I mean, when I read that as well, it was quite, because it was. Is it true, like, you cannot actually physically be diagnosed with that without a? So obviously she wasn't diagnosed pre her.
Well, not only was she not diagnosed, Maisie, but she doesn't even. I have.
Well, let the revoked nurse speak. She knows about Munchausen a lot. She's an ICU psychic nurse. Psychic. What is she again? ICU psychic nurse.
Two forensic. This is what actually got me interested in the case, was when she was getting out of prison. I was listening to this other YouTube channel, this forensic psychologist, Dr. John Matthias, who's actually been on different series for what case was it? The mom that murdered her kids in Utah, the Mormon mom.
yes, yeah,
Rory Vallow case.
Oh,
Dr.
Rory
John
Vallow,
Matthias. Yeah, he's been on like a big docu-series before, but I was listening to him and he's going through the criteria for Munchausen diagnosis. And then he just says, I have the sound clip. He just says, she doesn't meet the criteria at all.
Oh, wow. Then it's a done deal. Let's do this documentary now. Dr. Matthias, you say? So we got Dr. Matthias. We got Dr. Matthias. We got the guy who made the costumes for Gypsy, who's never spoke out on any documentary ever. David Blanchard, the guy who crawls through windows and can't find a dead body, even if it's rotting. Clearly, he can't smell, I guess, or see. I don't know what happened with that dude. Then we got the wife who just stood outside just waiting. Oh, what the fuck is he doing? Why is he taking so long? And who else? Who are the other players? Janitor. Oh, and Winebox Poppy.
No.
And I was like, what? This is what got me interested because my background is a psychiatric registered nurse. And I was like, what? And then I told my husband.
Do you notice Becca always says that? What? She's always surprised. What? Did she say that when she realized case studies and Barbara, straight out of context, totally shat on her and turned their backs on her? When she was nothing but supportive to them and protected them. Oh, so Becca protects them, but they don't protect her in her difficult time because it's a little bit too difficult. Because, in 48 hours, we derailed the train over here. The grift train was too powerful. Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
Because my background is a psychiatric registered nurse. And I was like, what? And then I told my husband, we got to look into this. There's something wrong with this case. And then come to find out that Gypsy actually is ill. Do you know about that? That she's got
the chromosome
disorder.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, nobody knew about that. Hell, Rod wasn't in a documentary talking about it. He never mentioned it. Right? Rod never said. Again, I don't know too much because I'm not obsessed with the case. I already talked about that anyhow. I'm done with it.
Yeah. And it's like, what?
Yeah.
So, and
again, with the what? Yeah, Stone Cold Steve Austin said, what? Give me a hell yeah. What?
chromosome disorder,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. And it's like, what?
That's the bottom line because Stone Cold said so. What?
Yeah.
So,
Doesn't even
and there's
sound
so
like
many
Stone Cold.
lies. She was like, "Oh, I've had over 30 surgeries," and then we find out, no, you've not had 30 surgeries. You've had about 4.
Oh, wow, that's an awesome documentary. Is that episode 7? From 30 to 4. There's going to be a rap song, 30 to 4, 30 to 4, from 30 down to 4, 34, 34, 30 to 4. That episode 7 is going to be fucking bomb. It might be an AI song too.
That could be questioned, like, well, was this needed? And then when we have the medical records, and I looked into that, and I'm like, oh my gosh, she needed these surgeries.
Yeah.
And so then the mom's made out to be this monster, right? And it's just mind.
Let's be honest. Dee Dee isn't the angel that these people try to portray her as. They're just using it as the scapegoat to, it's true, somebody who would scam the government, lowest people on earth, somebody who would scam underprivileged children during Christmas, lowest scum on earth, but those who are sick, scam those charities. Yeah. Not such an angel, I would say.
Blowing. It just one thing after another,
Did you know that she'd attempted to murder Dee Dee before?
So what I had read online was that when she had shot Dee Dee.
Mhm.
Yes, so I did come across that actually, which is
Mhm.
really shocking. And I wasn't like, until I started doing a little bit of digging, and as I say, my knowledge is not as expert as you all, but I was really shocked by that because I don't think that has ever really been covered.
It actually has. Wasn't it in the Hulu series, the BB gun incident? I believe so. I remember Joey King shooting Patricia Arquette, holding the pistol, the BB gun. It was in the 2 docs too. Wow, this is my. What up, Nina's in the house, Nina. You're making a lot of stir and noise up there. To the point Nina is making a lot of noise. But that's Nina. Nina. You go to her for all of the tea and the and it's always fun. It's always fun. So it's that. But she caused a lot of things, and she caused case studies to reach out to Ken's sister. So I'm thinking, hey, if he's going to do that, don't be a hypocrite. Let me reach out to your sister and ask her to come up on panel. What's fair is fair. And you can't complain about it because you did it too, buddy. So we got to do it right back at you. And you can't say anything. And if you do, you're a hypocrite. I can do whatever I want because I don't care if I'm a hypocrite. That's the glorious thing about it. I don't have to prove anything to anybody. I'm okay with who I am. And I always will be.
In the mainstream
No.
before. And it also just shows like premeditation.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So honestly, there are so many twists and turns. I can't think of a better story.
Right.
What we think that we've got.
Oh, wait.
We've reached
I think
the
we
end.
missed something here.
and it also just shows like premeditation.
Right.
So Macy, it shows premeditation, right? The BB gun incident? No. The planning of the murder was premeditation already. You didn't need the BB gun incident. Oh boy. She's an assistant. Go easy on her. All right, guys. They're not into true crime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So honestly, there are so many twists and turns. I can't think of a better story.
Right.
Wow, Janice. You're trying to oversell it. Okay? Relax, Janice. Calm down. I can't think of a better story than the wigs, the costume, designer guy, and it's mind-blowing. It's fantastical. This story is amazing.
What we think that we've reached the end goal of something, and then it's like, oh my gosh,
Something else comes out.
is-
Yeah, something else comes out. And partly, I think, Maisie, because Nick, so that's her co-defendant, Nick Godejohn, who's in.
Geppetto Blanchard in chat. Morbid is now supporting the redacted, retarded, micro-deleted murdering child predator now. No, actually, I'm just making fun of you guys that still follow this, that are obsessed. And it's interesting how you use the word retarded. I think Case Buddy's butt buddy now on the internet calls his own daughter retarded for being autistic. So, hey, maybe you're a fan of them. It's true, though. He did say that. I heard the live stream, and we can show the proof. And the proof is in the pudding. Yeah, it's a little odd. Why would anybody call their own young daughter a retard? Retarded. Because she's autistic. Very, very unusual. But hey, I'm glad he's not in my community. He's in yours now because of Case. You can thank Case Studies for bringing in someone as cucky as him, because he cucked to Nicolena or whoever. Yeah, the mean girls.
He's in prison for the rest of his life, right? She's out.
Yeah.
You know, he's autistic also, level 2 autistic.
Oh, God.
And I don't think that has ever even been, you know, Nick's got his problems, but I don't think people realize how she really manipulated him. That was, you know, here's a disabled, he was like disabled, and she's manipulating him. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that was actually an angle that we were interested in as well. If Nick himself got a fair trial, because of course there was a lot of evidence that because
Oh, no, you don't want to go there, Macy, because everybody's off that train. No more justice for Nick. They found out real quick that it makes him look like a hypocrite. It does, because you can't support one murderer and not the other. That's where the hypocrisy always came in for me, too. They wanted to protect one and not the other. Just shine the light. You'll see. Hypocrisy everywhere in the anti-gypsy community.
she took the plea that then wasn't used within his trial.
Mhm.
And when I watched his interrogation tape as well, it's
Mhm.
quite distressing the way that I think they can. Well, this is just my opinion, but I think that they can tell that he was clearly just mentally disabled
Right.
man.
Yeah, and he's a monster, and he murdered, brutally stabbed 17 times an innocent woman. Yeah. But, hey, Macy, just want to catch you up to speed. Those two people up top, they're not about justice for Nick anymore. It was a thing in the beginning. Not anymore, though.
And the way they speak to him is like a child, and they keep saying, well, if you really love Gypsy and you want her, and it's quite heartbreaking to see that.
Right.
And I mean, to be able to properly tell that side, we would need to speak to some people from Nick's inner circle. And
Good luck. Good luck.
I don't know if you've...
Why would you want to speak to them? You already know what happened that night. It was evil. He's evil incarnate. Why do you need to speak? The interrogation says it all. The confession said it all. The autopsy, the crime scene photos speak volumes. But these people, they just want to continue to grift off it. They want to grift off those crime scene photos of the victim that lays there, lifeless, brutally murdered. They want to make money for what? For themselves. And they want to string everybody along that there's going to be a docuseries and all this. But it looks like you're getting the truth now. Because anybody with common sense or logic that's listening to this right now, I think you understand. This is a farce. It's a big joke. It's laughable. That's why the Gypverse that we created is our playground. It's the devil's playground. And we're the devil. And we're going to have fun with it. And we're going to laugh at it. And we're going to continue to do so. As their obsession continues and grows, we will be here to cover it all.
Have you had any contact with that side of?
So his dad is around. His dad also, I think probably I think he's even said he's autistic also. But his dad is like in a lot of our chats when we do our live streams. And
he's in everybody's chats. I do have an email exchange with Becca Scoops. She wanted so bad because I don't even remember his name anymore. What Bobby Godejohn? He was in my chat all the time. All right. He probably has a weird sense of humor and liked it at one point. Anyhow. So she's like, oh my God, Bobby's in your fucking chat. Oh yeah. I'm like, what else is he gonna fucking do? You know? And she was emailing me about, oh, I really want to talk to him. I'm like, why the fuck you want to talk? You know, I'm thinking, why the fuck would you want to talk to that guy? what the hell are you going to get from him, honestly? But hey, you're talking about people that are pitching a docuseries, right? And thinking that they have a jackpot in the person that has never been on any other documentary before, never spoke out, the costume creator. So yeah.
Stuff. He's involved in those, commenting. But I have not been able to talk with him one-on-one yet.
Of course.
They're very paranoid because of what happened in the prior docs that were so pro-gypsy. And so they're very leery. You know, I think they would have to be approached in a very delicate manner. And
Bobby has to be approached in a good luck. Again, let's say you get Bobby. They're not. I don't even think this guy could string sentences together at this point. But what the hell is he going to say? The hell is he going to give? What, exploit another autistic guy? The same thing that you guys are calling out Gypsy Rose for? Exploiting an autistic guy? You want to do that to his dad? Knowing that he's autistic? Okay. The hypocrisy again? You see this? How it comes full circle, guys? You just shine the light on this anti-gypsy verse or Gypsy Rose community, and all you see is hypocrisy left and right. Again, that's what I struggle with for quite some time. Covering all this shit is I would say something and then I would think with my logical side and I'd be like, whoa, there's hypocrisy now. I'm saying one thing, but actually I'm being a hypocrite for saying that. That's when I realized it was over. It's over. No justice for Dee Dee. It's all bullshit. Nothing's happening. I'm done making money on it. Because I'm no tragedy pimp. I will never be a tragedy grifter. But I'm going to grift off of tragedies. And the tragedy is the Gypverse and the anti-gypsy community. There are a bunch of tragedies. Why? They're obsessed. They're creepy. They're in this cult. They can't snap out of it. They have a sick addiction. They truly do. It's a very sick internet addiction. And I don't know. Hopefully you don't need a year, but some will have to give it a year.
We haven't really tackled that yet just because it's delicate. And but yeah, and he has, the other thing is Nick had a very good friend also that I'm trying to get in touch with, this one well, she's a woman, her name's Allie, that it was his.
Dude, we've been waiting for Allie, guys. Ding, 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 ding. Oh my God, this is getting better and better, folks. Allie, Nick's friend? No way. Is it this episode? I mean, this docuseries is just lengthening. We got episode 8 and 9 coming, folks. Allie, wow, we're going to get a lot of information. Fuck the FOIAs. Oh, no, we're not going to learn anything from the FOIAs. We're going to learn from Allie. Let's go ahead and, you know, that's the thing with the anti-gypsy people. They just want to bother anybody that's in any circle, just like Case Studies is bothering Ken's sister. But yet when we put a little picture up that's clearly redacted of his sister and say, hey, should we talk to your sister then? Because she's in your inner circle. And what we do on this channel is cover your universe called the Gypverse. And you're part of it, you locale. So we're going to go ahead and cover it. So I want to talk to your sister like you want to talk to Ken's sister, right? What's fair is fair. Yeah. You can't complain when we're doing the same thing you are. Yeah. But that's what they want to do. They just want to bother people. Let's bother Allie. You know, hey, let's go ahead and bother these people. Let's bother the costume guy. Yeah.
Friend also that I'm trying to get in touch with, this one, well, she's a woman, her name's Allie, that it was his confidant. And she comes up in a lot of the text messages and the Facebook messages. And she would be a good person to, because she was actually in real time talking with Nick and Gypsy. And so she would be really a great person to get also.
Wow, that would be great. Fantastic. Becca's really trying hard to get a hold of these people. Yeah. I thought they didn't go real life, though. It's weird. Hypocrisy. They cry about other sides and other people going real life. Wouldn't you call that real life? I wouldn't. I don't know. You guys are the judge. Hypocrisy. And then they cry when you go real life on them. They file privacy complaints when you, I guess, go real life on them. But they can go real life anytime. They're justified. They can do it. And they go the dirtiest routes. They go behind the scenes. They do dirty things to go real life. They call companies and do fake reviews, and they call people's workplaces that took pictures with Gypsy to get them fired from Dillard's or any other company that they work for. Yeah.
Yeah. Has she gone on? I've not heard of her.
No, she has never gone on the record, and most people didn't even know about her. So yeah,
No.
it's just that we came across her because obviously this has been our life for 2 years, and so we've.
That's sad. This has been your life for 2 years, going on 3. Wake up. Stop being addicted. Do it for yourself or do it for your family. I can't imagine people who have families in their house and they're addicted to this shit. It's sad. 1 year, 2 year, hell, 2 months is long enough. It shouldn't be taking up your life. They're still addicted to the same thing. Nothing new. Same information, just addicted. They're obsessed over Gypsy Rose. They want to say we are. No, we're done with that. We let that go. We can move on with our lives. There's other things out there for us. But we like covering you guys because it's funny. And it's entertaining as fuck. And we like being puppet masters. Puppet master tears? No, master puppeteers. I'm an idiot. Bone apple tea. I'm low IQ.
Okay, who's Allie? We're looking at the Facebook messages, and so I've reached out to a friend of hers on Facebook. I'm waiting to hear back from them, but I've tracked.
Wow, talk about going real life. Becca Scoops over here, just reaching out to friends of Allie now. I mean, let's go real life, right? Let's just go. It doesn't even matter. However we get to that person, let's bother everybody in their inner circle. These people are a bunch of hypocrites. And they cry wolf. They always cry about, we're being attacked, personal attacks, and they go real life. Nah, y'all go real life because you're all crazy. You have an infection. They're like zombies, from The Walking Dead. They're infected. And there's only one way to put them down. Headshot. Oh, man. We'll give them a year, though.
Her down. I've tracked her down, Maisie. I know where she is.
Amazing work.
Yeah.
I mean,
did you hear what Becca said? She tracked her down. What is this, a hunt? Did you get your former detective husband? Did you get him to look for Allie's information? What are we doing here? What are we doing? She did say she hunted him down or tracked him down.
Facebook. I'm waiting to hear back from them, but I've tracked her down. Maisie. I know where she is.
Amazing work.
Yeah.
Becca knows where she is. Wow. But hey, they're all the same, trust me. Becca's not the only one at fault here. It's just her friends have turned their back on her because they see the writing on the wall. Like I said, the train has been derailed and it's never coming back. It will never recover. And I think people are waking up and seeing it. It's pretty obvious. And you're going to start getting sick and tired of the same jokes, the same lame shit. And then you're going to turn. You're going to turn and you're going to be like, wow, this is stupid. There's a moment where you're going to snap.
I mean, I think all of us agree that Nick is where he should be, but
Yes,
he was really screwed over. The justice system failed him entirely. He should be where he is. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
But I mean, we even uncovered things like the jury pool. I think it was 80% of them had already watched Mummy Dead and Dearest, Gypsy's.
Oh, is that right? Were they on the jury, though? I don't know where she came up with 80% of them. Where do you pull that out of a hat? The jury pool, 80% of them The jewelry pool. Someone said jewelry pool. So 80% of them watched. How would you know that? I'm just curious. Where did you get that? Just out of your ass, you know? I mean, and if that's let's say if it's a fact, do you think they were chosen to be on the jury or something? I'm not sure. And is there a difference between whether or not they saw it or not at that point? Because let's face it, Nicholas Godejohn, guilty as charged. Guilty for first-degree murder. Now, I've already said this before. Gypsy Rose should have been too, but didn't go that way. So, what are you going to do now? Obsess over it and get no laws changed? That's why there's no justice for Dee Dee, because all these people on the anti-gypsy side, this community, they're focused on the stupidest shit. They're focused on little fairy tales of promised documentaries and things like that, because they're fooled by a shiny nickel, like I always say. You can just hold up a shiny nickel, the sun's beaming on this nickel, and they will be distracted. That's how easy it is. And that is why, to distract them. And that is why Becca Scoops refers to them as low IQ, idiots, and sheeple. Yeah.
They admitted it, but they still allowed them to.
They still allowed them on the jury. Yeah, I was like, what?
No.
Yeah.
No, it's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah.
Yeah, because the outcome would have been different if that's even true. No. First-degree murder is first-degree murder.
Do you want to show Maisie the timeline you've been working on?
Yeah, well, it's Janice's timeline.
Grasp how much work they're doing.
All right, guys, here's the fantastic part, guys. This is awesome. Remember, Lauri's like so excited in the beginning. And again, I'm gonna drop the whole video for you guys to go download and go play it on your TikTok lives, whatever you want, to your own heart's content. But Lauri was so excited in the beginning. Oh my God, Janice did all this hard work. I mean, it's beautiful, the presentation, and check this out. It's really beautiful.
That would be amazing.
Wow. Wow. Holy shit. Do you see what I see? Hold on. It's like a Chinese checkers. Is that Connect 4? What the Damn. That has Netflix written all over it. Take it in, guys. Breathe it in. This is professional. Let's all be professional. All right. Look, Macy's just excited. Oh my God, what is this? Holy.
Wow.
Okay. You might need to.
My cat is on my mouse. Is that funny or what? Hold on.
It says in the top left corner, my first board. It's like a 5th grade project or something.
Oh,
Come here, kitty.
Wait, is this Audrey's work? Someone's saying, is that Audrey's timeline? I don't know. I think it was that person down there, Janice. She made it. I don't know. Everybody has a timeline. Fuck, man. You got to feel bad for these people that they actually put this much time and effort for nothing. Okay, one of those dots right there, I think the orange one, that orange section, is where the costume guy comes in, the costume maker.
Okay. So this is Janice's work. I know it. I'm going to show you. So it starts here. It's hard to read, I know, but see addresses. See where the cursor is. Here's the addresses that they've lived in, and then we're going to move over. And so what, Janice? You can just explain what this is. It starts. Yep.
Well, basically, if you go right to the beginning.
Janice, if you're listening, Janice, I got to talk to you. What the hell is going on with your life? Seriously. Come on. You're wasting your life on this shit. What are you doing? You could have done something. Oh, man. What the hell? Sir Morbid X Hack says Jankies is here. Jankies? From the cow farm or something? Is that Jankies? Let me see. I don't know. I can't see. Is that the Jankies? Hell yeah. What's up, Jankies? Say hi to Daisy. I hope you guys aren't still fighting. They're always an on and off fighting sisterhood over there of traveling pants.
The beginning has got all of the links to all the
Right here.
documents. They're not all in there yet, I will say that. Most of them are still on my drive and I'm transferring it. That's all the links to all the documentations, you know, like the supplemental reports, etc. And then we move into the time period from when Gypsy... Oh, you're going too fast.
Sorry, okay.
Oh, no, don't go too fast now. We're trying to keep up here.
Sorry.
We're going into the green. That's the time period prior to... from when they move into the pink house in Volunteer Way. So it's all the catalyst of events that lead up to that, like Katrina, the car accident, etc., all the documentation.
Yeah, because that's never been covered before in any documentary.
And everything that we've got on all of those events. And then basically it's...
Oh, sorry. Hold on.
Go long ways. It's the first time...
It's the damn cat. Keegan's. I think Becca Scoops, again, is distracted with her conversation with Sheena at this point. Again, it's the same timeline. Sugar Woo. So, yeah. Forgive her for her mouse skills right now. It's just scrolling all over the place.
We've shared it on StreamYard, that's why.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Then I've broken down years 2013, 14, and 15. They're the years that we have the most information on. Like, we have the...
Can you imagine Netflix execs are like, okay, so we just did the Kevin Hart comedy roast and Tom Brady, and they look at this storyboard and they're like, we just did a Crash documentary. Yeah, we're going to pass on this one. Hard pass. Oh, my first storyboard, it says.
The videos, all the Facebook messages from about 10 accounts that they had. You know, there's just so much there. All of it's linked as well, so it can all be referenced.
Holy shit, man. It's got all the colors of the rainbow on this graphic. Oh my God. How do we get a hold of this? Is this in a Google Drive somewhere? Oh man, we need this information. Oh, guys, wake up. What are we doing here?
There's articles, everything. And then the last year that Becky's scrolling on now is the actual lead up to the murder.
It's like those serial killers that have yarns, red yarns, and a pegboard, and they just connecting all the dots to all their victims. Here's a truth train victim number 1. They lived in New Jersey. Sorry, cooks. And then they put little pin on their tack or whatever, push pin, and then they, wrap the red yarn around it, pull that shit, go to the next city and country.
So it's just a really interesting format because obviously it helps us link events and bring it all together. So we have a visual really of how it all unfolded. But as I say, everything's reference linked and everything. So
and
yes,
dude, what a huge waste of time. Fuck. Are you not embarrassed, people? I mean, what the hell? It's like, that is extraordinary.
Without giving away your sources, of course, I just wondered how did you manage to get the access to accounts and the messages? Was it just through close friends or?
So when all of this started and we kind of formed this little Gypsy Rose community during a live stream, the host suggested, hey, why don't we crowdfund our money? And
why can't you say my name, huh? You don't want the host. Oh, that's nice. I thought we were friends. No, we're not. But at least I didn't do you dirty like Case and Barbara did over there.
Stream started and we kind of formed this little Gypsy Rose community during a live stream. The host suggested, hey, why don't we crowdfund our money and put in for the Freedom of Information Act documents, right?
That's right.
So that is where it all started.
Yeah, that was not your idea, though, Becca. That was Into the Weeds. It was my idea to do the fundraiser there to get them the funds. So, yeah. And, Becca, you never donated to it, which is weird. But you donated to that motherfucker's GoFundMe, $500, I heard. Becca Scoops gave Case Studies $500 because he has something hanging over her, which was the doxing of the baby. Both of them doxed the baby, clearly. And now, Case is going on this little stupid thing where the baby doesn't exist. That's a winning road because he wants to be in Karma's pants. Karma Collector, another guy who rips off the government. The reason why he doesn't want to be monetized or get any money, it's not because he has like, integrity or morals. No, it's because he's collecting government cheese. He gets the EBT, the food stamps. He gets government welfare. All right. Him and his girl. So if they ever have to, if they're making money, well, they're not going to be able to collect that. They can't rely on the money coming in consistently. So they go the cheap route. They go the route of one said D.D. Blanchard. They go the route of ripping off the government and ripping off hard working people that pay taxes. And that's what Karma Collector is. That's why he's not monetized. He doesn't want to be, and he says it, and he's proud of it because he's living off the government. Yep, all of you people paying the taxes. Yep, that's what we do. It's a great system. America's awesome. It is awesome, but a lot of loopholes, man. I guess Karma Collector's a Somalian from Minnesota.
And we all crowdfunded. And that Into the Weeds podcast, the people that you were referencing, they lost.
Oh, by the way, we'll get back into this, but I did want to say, so Becca Scoops gives $500 to case studies for the GoFundMe of that lawyer fee, which, by the way, him and his butt buddy have something in common. His butt buddy, evil Casper, Casper the friendly ghost over there, who got cucked by Nicolina, of all people, the mean girls. Anyhow, he tricked his community back then that he was a part of sending him Christmas money for underprivileged children and whatever. And then he used that on his own kids. Okay. So he stole from a group of people, whatever, donations. Same as case studies. He stole from all of you that participated in that horseshit of giving him GoFundMe lawyer fees up to about $4,000 because his lawyer, and I have proof of this, we have the FOIAs, buddy, and we have his invoice. He invoiced, and he got a judgment against the so-called stalker, the girl that was, he claimed was online stalking, which is not the case. He's the one that was stalking her, and he stalked many women, 2 in California, it seems, and, go to Peachy's little, go to her community tab. She has more information about it than I do. She looked into that stuff and has receipts, actual receipts, not troll videos that were clipped up by a actual child predator that's proven to be one. Anyhow, so you have Case who fooled all of you, and only less than a week, he gets a new Nintendo Switch from his wifey. So that's another story, though. But anyhow, so this girl stuck with the bill. She stuck with the lawyer fees, paying it off, having a job, having to pay this off. But why should she if he already paid his lawyer? Did anybody see receipts of Case ever paying his lawyer what he said he paid? Or did he just collect more money off of you guys? Because that's what they do. They just grift. He'll never show you receipts. He doesn't show you receipts of his undercover work with Christy because he's afraid of what you're going to see in those text messages. That's why I want to challenge Christy Blanchard, if she wants, to share that story, to share the text messages with us, because I know for a fact within those text exchange with Scotty, so hottie, for his froggies, case studies, we will see a lot. And I think it would be astounding. Hey, I want to thank Casey May for the 5 memberships. Congratulations to whoever.
And we all crowdfund.
Audacious Audrey, I just want to say you're gross. Okay. Can you talk less and play more of the video, please? At the end of this live stream, Audacious Audrey, I'm gonna put a link in the chat where you can actually grab the video and you can download the entire 40 minutes and go on your live and do what you got to do.
Funded. And that Into the Weeds podcast, the people that you were referencing.
But I wanted to say, Audrey, you're gross. Okay. All right. That's a reference, by the way. I hope you get it and you don't think I'm calling you gross. Okay, Becca Scoops called you gross. There it is.
They volunteered to be the point man to receive the FOIA, and then they would distribute it to all of our community. So it was kind of a joint, our little community of people that were looking into this case. That's how we got all the documentation. So this is straight from the sheriff's department that was, investigating the case. And so they're the ones so this is from the sheriff's department, they seized the Facebook records, they seized the text messages, they seized the computers and the cell phones involved. And so, so the job though was because
it's like, no shit, Sherlock. The sheriff's department has it. They seized everything. Yeah, they're law enforcement. Who else would have it?
Gypsy never went to trial. Janice is doing all the work of organizing it. They just give you the information. It's not organized, though.
Good job, Janice. Excellent work. I love the graphics.
Right. That's the Herculean task, is actually doing what she's doing here, hours and hours and hours and hours.
Yeah.
And then you have to have knowledge of the case to even know what you're looking at when you're looking at a Facebook message. If you don't know all the players in it and you're looking at something, you're like, well, who's Allie? Or who's, you have to.
Who's Allie? Who's the guy who made the costumes?
That's kind of why Janice is so good at this, because she's been into this case even before I was into the case.
Cuckoo, cuckoo.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And so then what was the reason for, if you all crowdfunded for the S.D.N.Y, what was the reason that the Into the Weeds went public, uploading it onto the YouTube channel?
Oh, don't bring Into the Weeds up, Macy. Assistant producer over there, by the way. Oh, man. You don't want to do that. You're going to anger Annie. You don't want to do that.
Was that like a joint decision? Only because obviously that would have been a big asset for your project if they were, in quotes, unseen. But of course, that's the only reason we're talking today, because it's made the story.
See, here's the thing. This is what Macy's saying. Hey, how come you didn't come to us with the FOIA video so we could have just maybe used that as a docuseries? That would have been interesting because nobody saw it before. So why did Into the Weeds drop it on their own channel? Why didn't you guys get a hold of that, right? Oh, well, Becca didn't like that. And neither did Lauri. They tried to control that shit, but Into the Weeds wasn't going to have that because it was crowdfunded. And they wanted to release that shit to you all, anti-gypsy community. So you guys could be fed and you can eat and eat.
Even bigger.
Right, it was just kind of they turned out to be the people that this crowdfunded thing happened over 18 months ago, or even longer than that, and so they got them.
Yeah, I remember. I was the one who helped with that. I did it here.
They decided to put them out on their own channel. What can we say? I mean, it's fine. It's fine.
Oh, it's fine. Everything's fine. As she frantically texts Sheena at this point, take them out. Where's my damn it douche? What does she text? Where is it?
Sheena, this is Sugar Woo 90. Into the Weeds. Take them out.
If they could sit on it for a little bit, because the docuseries was in the works.
Yeah.
And they were like, no.
They're like, no, we're going to put things out.
I tried.
Yeah, of course.
Wait on those. We were trying to get, or Lauri was trying to get them to, hey guys, if we want to really get this docuseries made, maybe we should sit on this. And they're like, nope. So we're.
What the fuck?
Oh, so what the fuck, Becca? You wanted them to sit on it? What about the truth train? They were hungry. They needed this food. Oh, the suspense.
Like, well, okay, so okay, it's fine. It got your attention, so I guess we're here, right? Yeah.
Sheena says, morbid. We need Sheena. Take them out. Think about that.
Exactly. And I mean, if anything, it actually probably has helped change public opinion even a little bit more. So it is still an asset for your project anyway. I was just curious what the background.
Yeah, and so they're Freedom of Information Act videos. They don't own the videos, obviously. They're so anyone can use them. Yeah.
Becca is the Captain Obvious. They don't own it. No shit. Nobody owns a FOIA. I mean, if this assistant producer, Macy, knows anything about true crime, I think she knows that by now. She should.
Did they upload all the videos that exist?
So just to let you know, 2 other people also got all of them that are pretty good friends of mine. 2 other people. And we
straight out of context, Barbara. and Carolina girl. Where are they now? They turned their backs on you. Barbara did. Barbara's now with your bitch, Becca. Yeah, Scotty. Case doesn't study.
I have in my possession all of the videos. So I have all the videos. And I think
there's 2 or 3 that they haven't uploaded because
they've been uploading them, because I think there's over 200 of them. Amazing
there
videos.
Are some exclusive ones still. And we know that they won't upload those because of the nudity. They've made a stand against.
Yeah, so let's do it. let's do the nudie videos that no one's seen. Can we make a docu-series on that? Could that be episode 69? Because there's a lot of episodes. We could throw it in 69. It'd be great. Episode 69. 2 home pornos by Jippy.
That, which is, fair enough. So there are some still, that have been held back.
Yeah, of course. And I don't know what's true, but I did hear online that she was copyright striking a lot of the content.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Episode 70, copyright strike. Man, this documentary is getting better and better. I can't wait for it to drop.
She tried that on me. Well, not a strike, bullying. She tried me on bullying. Yeah. Yeah, and actually we have we have this mole in their Discord. You know what a Discord is, Maisie?
Yes.
Okay, so we have a mole in her Discord, and so we're like,
wow, they're doing Case doesn't study undercover work. Do they have a burner Discord? So this was back in March, by the way. So she knew she had the mole in the Discord. Again, I don't know the details of the dumb Discord thing, but there you go. So clearly, Becca was holding on to this stuff, I guess, the Discord leaking videos or whatnot, recordings, for money. Release it a little bit here, leak it, blah, 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 blah. Money, 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 money.
Watching in real time as she's discussing with her.
Oh, no, but they're still getting justice for Dee Dee, though. Right.
Little cult, how they're going to go copyright strike everybody. And so, yeah, we've got some new information that it's interesting to watch her with the cult members. Now, no one's ever seen that because we're not public about our mole, right, at this point. But yeah. So that's an ongoing little project with our mole in the Discord, to just keep recording her, and she leaves voice messages, and it's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Becca was the mole. She has a lot of time on her hands. Annie the mole, Sugar Woo the mole. Man. She was in that Discord. All up in that bitch.
Definitely. And that's I'm sure you get that. It's a fortunate to get through intel.
Yeah.
It's so awkward. Macy's like, holy shit, this is such a waste of time. It's my first year working for this production company, and this is what I have to be a part of. Look at the board. It's like it's a Scrabble game at this point. What the hell? I'll take a L. Do you have vowels up there? What?
And this sounds like incredible work. It's
like Word for Friends or something.
So just so you know from our end, so as I said, we're at the very early stages of developing it. And for us, development very much hinges on access. So it's just a question of the different sides of the story we can tell. And just because we are a company very much built first and foremost on journalistic documentaries, so we do have
Bingo's another good one.
To tell sort of all sides of the spectrum. But we are really interested in.
Did you hear her? Did you hear what Macy said? She wants to tell all sides of the spectrum. Uh-oh. That sucks. She wants to tell Gypsy's side. She wants to tell the Blanchard side. I don't think she wants to tell the side of the Discord mole. I don't think that would make a great documentary. It's clear who they want for this documentary, folks. They had to go to London. They didn't even go to London. They did a little StreamYard's little meeting over here.
Documentaries. So we do have to tell sort of all very much. So it's just developing it. And for us, development very much.
Okay, I want you to listen carefully to Macy. I'm not going to interrupt.
And this sounds like incredible work. So just so you know from our end, so as I said, we're at the very early stages of developing it. And for us, development very much hinges on access. So it's just a question of the different sides of the story we can tell. And just because we are a company very much built first and foremost on like journalistic documentaries, so we do have to tell sort of all sides of the spectrum. But we are really interested in this brief, just as you got, like, you're all journalists as well, especially the work you're doing. It's incredible investigative.
Oh, Macy, you don't have to kiss their ass and say they're journalists. Oh, too much ass kissing right now.
Journalism. But it's on my end, I need to explore our access routes to see what's possible for the sides we can tell. If we could get
all access routes, so we can tell everybody's side equally, so they don't get slapped with the biggest lawsuit of all time. Oh. Great documentary. Never seen it.
I'm very happy to sign an NDA to find out more information about who you're speaking to, because I just want, like, I completely understand you've put so much work into this.
No need to. No NDA needed, Macy. I'm going to speak to you right now. This is who they're talking to. David Blanchard, Kim Blanchard, the guy who made costumes for Gypsy Rose. Never appeared in any documentary, though. Possibly the janitor at the prison. Maybe, maybe not. So we can't confirm. Allie, don't forget about Allie. Allie was great friends with Nicholas Godejohn. They exchanged Facebook messages with one another during the same time. Great stuff. Am I missing anybody else? Oh, Winebox Puppy.
I'll just give me names in a list of your work, so we can definitely get some sort of basic NDA in place, just so we can properly assess if there is a collaboration that we could do here. And then how it sort of would work for us is we would want to package it up and put together a deck. And then that deck would go to so we have, like, we were just at the Netflix offices this morning. We have regular meetings with Netflix, Hulu, monthlies. And then we have an agent. So our agent is with WME. And then our agent.
Again, all bullshit. This is what all production companies say. Blah, 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 blah. Netflix. They always throw the buzzwords. We work with Netflix. It's like a marketing company, right? There's thousands and thousands of them. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Has the ability to take a project further. So from there, if say Netflix or Hulu passed on it, because it could actually be we haven't spoken to them at all, but I could imagine it could be a sensitive one for someone like Hulu, because they series
right.
Yeah, already. You know, she knows it too. The assistant producer over here knows it. An assistant to a producer. Let's be honest. Yeah, Hulu's not going to take it. They're not going to do another documentary or something that goes against what they just put out on their fucking platform. That totally contradicts themselves. Yeah, that wouldn't go swell with legal. Who else? HBO. You could wipe that out. This ain't happening. It never will. This is a joke, right? I told you it was funny.
So it's still to be determined which buyers would be interested. But yeah, then if the main buyers passed on it, that we have the closest relationship to, we would then take it through our agent to all the other buyers. And then our agents have very close relationships with everyone. So hey,
Macy, just show Janice's graph, her storyboard. Anybody would take on this docuseries. Come on, man. That was a fantastic. Janice, once again, brilliant work. Timeline was spot on. Ooh, the colors too, very vibrant.
Amazon. I mean, we've made documentaries for Amazon as well, but it's HBO Max, and we had a meeting with Peacock just on Monday. So there's lots of routes that this could go through to take it to market. But what I'll need to do is I'll just need to go away to my team, speak to my bosses, sort of report back. What I'll probably do is watch a few of your YouTube channel videos as well, just so I can do my own sort of due diligence and look at all the great work.
So we have deep dives. If you go to my channel, you'll see I do a lot of commentary now lately on it, just because we've done all the deep dives. You know.
Oh, Becca is finally being truthful. There's nothing left but commentary on the snark. The deep dives are over. We did it all. She just said it. This was back in March.
If you go to my channel, you'll see I do a lot of commentary now lately on it, just because we've done all the deep dives. You know. So, but you'll find our deep dives. I have just a playlist of the deep dives. It's probably what you want to go to. Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing. And I mean, on your guys' timeline, on your end, are you guys sort of like in?
This is the time where Macy is trying to wrap it up and be polite as possible.
Did you have a preferred timeline for how soon you wanted to move? When you wanted to take it to market, or was it sort of waiting for the other exec producer to sort of become a bit more free, and then you were going to have discussions.
Well, she actually ironically messaged me last night, and it sounds like they're probably free. I don't know. She said she had good news. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, right, Lauri. So Lauri's best friend, this executive producer in Hollywood, who's gonna bring it to HBO or Netflix, right? Called her conveniently last night to say, we got good news for you before the meeting with assistant to producers Macy of a London production company. Yeah, way to sell. Upsell, baby. It's like the, what do you call that? Bait and switch, you know? Bait and switch, baby.
Is yet.
Yeah.
But that's where we're at.
Okay.
Ideally, she ironically messaged me last night, and it sounds like they're probably free. I don't know. She said she had good news. I don't know what it is yet.
Yeah.
But that's where we're at.
Okay.
Ideally, it'd be wonderful if we could all collab, but
Oh yeah, all the production companies want to collab with one another. That makes a total sense there, Lauri. This person is trying to sell to Becca Scoops that she's a part of Hollywood. And she thinks production companies are just going to collab together like it's some fucking YouTube collab. Yeah. Have you ever seen Paramount, Warner Brothers, and Fox Century 21 or anything? They all work together, guys. MGM, all these super DreamWorks, they all collectively, work together on this project that stars the guy who made costumes for Gypsy Rose. All the production companies are coming together to get this done.
I don't know how you work.
Yeah. And just so you know, so that we have a legal and business affairs department, so all sort of deal making and contracts and partnerships, that all goes through the BA department. So like say if we do go down that route, then conversations would go then through the legal department for you, like you guys would then sort of negotiate with them what you wanted. And then we in the development team will stay across the editorial side. So we'd all be working together on the story and the fact checking and etc.
I'm telling you guys, the 4 people on the screen, dream team. Yep. Dream team right there, guys. It's happening. It's happening.
Like that. But let me go away and talk to my team.
Okay.
And then I can sort of report back. We're pretty, just to flag, we're really crazy busy this week.
Okay.
So them this week, but we have a few projects that are delivering over the next couple of weeks. So a lot of the bosses are having to fly here, there, and everywhere. So I want to get everyone in one room together so we can properly discuss this all. And hopefully by sort of next week, I can come back to you. But it was a real pleasure to meet you
It was
all.
nice meeting you.
By the way, spoiler alert. This was in March. The week has passed. And what did we cover in the last live stream? Lauri, the cream expert, creaming in her pants. Lauri, the cream expert, in her community post, kept on updating you guys, even after this. Interesting. You should get together for tea. They should get together for tea. You don't have sound over there? We can't hear. You guys can't hear anything? Huh. Interesting. Can you guys hear? No sound. Can you guys hear me? You're good now? You can hear me. Can you hear? Okay. Hold on. Can you hear that? Can you hear them? Audio's bad. Bad, I tell you. Refresh. Okay, you can hear them? You can hear them. Yes, you can hear them. Yes, you hear, you not. No, can't hear them. Okay, that's weird. Let me try. Oh, okay, that's weird. Right, you guys can hear them. Let me see what is going on. The hell is going on? Give me a moment. Give me a moment. 3513. Let me see here. 3513. Interesting. I don't know why it's not working there. Why did it go out? Let's see. Don't know why. Huh. Let me see here. That's weird. That is weird. Let me test something here. Well, I know you could hear me. Let's see if I turn on the music. Okay, you can hear the music. I know that for sure. Okay. Turn off the music. Let's see if that kicked it into high gear.
The next couple of weeks.
There we go. Perfect. Thank you guys for being patient. You guys probably heard that. I'm pretty confident you heard that. Okay. Let's back it up a little bit because maybe you guys didn't hear everything.
And then we in the development team will stay across the editorial side. So we'd all be working together on the story and the fact checking.
Where did you guys leave off? Hold on one second.
For
Maybe where she was talking.
For how soon you
you know, so but
sort of report back. What I'll probably do is watch a few of your YouTube channel videos as well, just so I can do my own sort of due diligence and look at all the great work.
So we have deep dives. If you go to my channel, you'll see I do a lot of commentary now lately on it.
You guys heard this part about the commentary. I saw someone talk about that. So we'll just continue here.
Just because we've done all the deep dives, you know. So, but you'll find our deep dives. I have just a playlist of the deep dives. Probably what you want to go to. Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing. And I mean, on your guys' timeline, on your end, are you guys sort of like in did you have a preferred timeline for how soon you wanted to move? When you wanted to take it to market, or was it sort of waiting for the other exec producer to sort of become a bit more free and then you were going to have discussions?
Well, she actually ironically messaged me last night, and it sounds like
we went over this
I don't
too.
know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Lauri's connection in Hollywood messaged conveniently the night before.
She said she had good news. I don't know what it is yet.
Yeah.
But that's where we're at.
Okay.
Ideally, it'd be wonderful if we could all collab, but I don't know how you work.
Yeah. And just so
We've been over this too. The production companies don't collab with one
so
another.
we have a legal, the BA department for development team will stay across the edge, stuff like that. Yeah. But let me go away and talk to my team.
Okay.
And then I can sort of report back. We're just to flag, we're really crazy busy this week.
Okay.
So them this week, but we have a few projects that are delivering over the next couple of weeks. So a lot of the bosses are having to fly here, there, and everywhere. So I want to get everyone in one room together so we can properly discuss this all. And hopefully by sort of next week, I can come back to you. But it was a real pleasure to meet you.
It was nice meeting you, mate.
Again, what I was saying is she's saying, hey, I'll get back to you next week. I'm busy this week. I'll get back to you. That's pretty quick. This was back in March. Clearly nothing's happening. But Lauri and Becca wanted to pull you guys along. Lauri kept on updating you guys in her community tab, saying it's happening. In fact, Becca Scoops even did live stream saying it's happening. Is it really, though? I think you know the answer now. And if you don't, I don't even think you need a year, but give it a year. Lauri, the nerve of you to string these people along, your truth trainers, to string them along thinking everything is copacetic. Everything is working out. It's not. Should have been truthful.
Okay, thank you.
doing incredible work like this. It's amazing.
Very amazing. Yes. Very pleased.
So we're in Rathbone Place in Soho, sort of just off Oxford Circus.
Okay.
London, but I live in Finsbury Park. Whereabouts in London?
I live in Surrey, so just out Greater London.
Nice.
So they're London people. They can go out and get a cup of tea together, tea time.
So
it's
nice
lovely.
to talk to another friend because I'm so used to talking to loads of people.
Yes, we are. No, of course. And I mean, we're very lucky because we are, although being like a London-based production company, we mainly deal with all the big American streaming services. I mean, we do make a lot as well for we just had something out on Channel 4 in December, and we're making something for the BBC at the moment. So we do a lot of...
Oh no, the BBC? Holy shit, now it's big time. Even the BBC won't pick this shit up.
UK-based documentaries as well, but my job here in the development team is more developing for the streamer slate, so the sort of big American stories and things like that. But yeah,
and she's only been on the job for less than a year. LinkedIn.
It's such a pleasure to meet you all.
you.
And yeah, I hope you have a wonderful week, a lovely weekend.
Okay.
And be in touch soon.
Thank you,
Bye.
Maisie. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, now it's time to talk shit. Here we go. Couple minutes here and behind the scenes.
Okay, what do we think?
Oh, guys, what do we think, guys? Oh my God, did we do good? Did we do good? Yeah, did we? Come on, guys.
Thank you, Maisie. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, what do we think?
Well,
I think she was impressed, right?
Yeah, definitely.
yeah.
Well, yeah, Janice, they were so impressed. She was.
I think so.
I guess I have to find out where Tiff is at. I'm in a difficult spot now. I would love for us all to be able to work together.
See, they're all like, they're snakes, dude. They do shit behind people's backs. We already know that with the creator stuff. And now they're doing behind fake production companies' backs, you know? It's a pattern here with these people, I'm telling you. And look at what they did to Into the Weeds. If it wasn't for Into the Weeds and the FOIA videos on their channel, they wouldn't even have gotten this meeting. So the fact that Lauri's trying to spin it like, oh, I have hookups with Hollywood. It just takes time. There's no green light yet. And we can't guarantee it, but it looks pretty good. I'm getting good news now, guys. Just hang in there a little bit longer, but there's no guarantees this may not happen. Yeah, sure. Okay.
Together.
Right.
Texas crew could do work, you know, here. I don't know. I guess I just need to tell her what happened.
Yeah. Yeah, just be honest. Just say, look, you know, and you know what, the thing that got me when we were discussing this, Lauri, is you're talking about, well, if we don't, you know, should we move on to talk to these passions?
Yeah.
And I was like feeling like, oh, poor Tiff. But you know, then you said, but what about the people that in this community, the truth train?
Why would you have to move on from Lauri's contact? Because they probably laughed at you guys. They're like, why are you wasting our time? And they're probably not even in Hollywood anyhow. It's all boring. Yeah, just be honest. Did you guys catch that? Don't lie like we usually do. And let's not throw anybody under the bus this time. Okay, Janice? Poor Janice is unwell over there. Oh, Janice.
And I'm like, yeah, we owe them more than we owe anybody else, right? So that's what got me to go, okay, we have to do what we have to do, you know.
What does that mean? Does that mean take out Into the Weeds? Do what we have to do. It's like the mafia speak.
Got me to go, okay, we have to do what we have to do, you know.
For the sake of the project.
Right.
Do what's right. And she said, I'm not going to stand in your way. She told me 2 or 3 times. So
yeah.
Yeah, she told you she's not going to stand in your way because there is no way.
How it works. I mean, I think she'd be expecting you to talk to other people. I really don't think she'll take offense by the fact, you know, that we've had this meeting. It's how it works in that industry. So
yeah,
she would have probably done the
Man, these 3 have the best brains for the business, I'll tell you.
same thing in your place, right? I mean, yeah. But I know it's going to be uncomfortable. I know.
But she did suggest it, so I did.
Right. Right.
I think the thing that's sticking in my craw is that I didn't tell her beforehand. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and talk to Passion.
Yeah, because you're all slimy. They're all slimy. They do everything behind the scenes. They have no respect or integrity or morals, man. They don't tell everybody like it is. It's quite hilarious. I mean,
but that shouldn't matter.
No. Yeah.
You can just say that it was an off the cuff meeting.
Well, it's weird because you hadn't heard from her, and so you make the meeting with Passion because you haven't heard from her, and then the minute you
here they are like coming up with lies and shit, like, hey, what should we talk about to Lauri's friend over here that was kind of helping us, but told us that it was a stupid project and they're no longer interested and never were interested. Try to break it to them easy. Hey, we got to lie. Let's be honest, but here's the plan, guys. We're going to lie a little bit. We're going to lie to them, you know, so fuck them.
make the meeting with Passion, she texts, right? I mean, I
know that was so
that was so weird when you told me that. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Because so weird. Okay.
Well, I'll handle it. And
okay.
I'll keep you posted.
So you're going to talk to her?
Yes, please keep us posted, Lauri.
This afternoon, you think? You're going to find out whatever this is?
Yeah.
All right.
So you both did great.
You did really
Yeah, they did fantastic. Let's give it up for these folks. I think that. Well, hold
good,
on.
Janice.
So did
Yeah.
you really good.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to go back to bed, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what you do. I think that's a perfect place to end it. As promised, let me drop the link for you guys. Because we got to protect our grift. Because we are the grift train. Let's see here. All right, here you go. I'm going to spam the chat. There's the Google Drive. Knock yourselves out. Go watch it in full. Hell, show it on a TikTok live. Do whatever the fuck you want. There it is right there. In fact, I'll pin it for you guys. Upload it to YouTube. Upload it to fucking Instagram. I don't know. Go nuts. Who gives a shit, man? This is funny as fuck. I know where it's not going to live. It's not going to live in the GRB snark because they're a bunch of hypocrites too. They won't show this shit because it makes them look foolish. So if anybody's talking about this documentary series, now you kind of know the truth and now you have the evidence. So do whatever you will. That's the proof. And I think that's about it. We did all the work we could tonight. Did you guys have a good time? Did you guys get, is the link working? Let me know if anybody has pressed that link that I put the Google Drive and say, give me a 61 in chat if it works. You know, I'm stupid. I'm 61 and stupid. There's no link. There should be a link pinned here. 61 with the Just Coast. Okay. Well, that's good. It does work. Let's drink. Okay. There it is. There's the drive, the Google Drive. It's public. I don't know why they still have it public. It might not be public for long. Maybe it will. Maybe it won't. Who knows? It's been public for months. So, yeah, knock yourselves out. I hope you guys have that there. I'll try my best to remember to pin it in the comment section as well for the replay crew. Otherwise, I'm sure people are going to upload it every which way. Morbid, post all the screenshots on Google Drive, please. What screenshots? I don't know what you're talking about. Let's see here. All right. Looks like everybody has it so far in the chat. Hey, I want to thank everybody for being patient with me. I know I like, kind of go overboard on the commentary, but it's cool. Thank you for spending Saturday with me, May 23rd. Have a great Memorial Day weekend, I guess. We'll see you guys real soon. For those interested in Discord server, hit me up, sirmorbidx@gmail.com. I did want to say this, though. Go to Peachy's channel. She's going to be dropping some stuff on the irrelevant people. But again, we play chess, so we make moves. They made moves. We make moves. And that's it. Yeah, Morby, call me up next time. We shall do. All right. Thank you guys so much. This live stream is in the refrigerator. Doors closed, the lights are out, the eggs are cooling, the butter's getting hard, and the jello's jiggling. And we smash. We're going to leave right now, and we're going to repeat very, very soon. So, see you there. There's a link. Yes, guys, make sure you grab the link. I'm going to spam the chat again. I'm not sure why you guys aren't getting the link. Okay, there you go. Knock yourselves out. Go. All right, see you guys later. Oh, if you don't see the hypocrisy and the lies now, give it a year. Or you can just go. You know it's all about Oh shit, I forgot one thing before you leave. A little surprising, we're not going to have the boom anymore. Real quick, I totally forgot this, sorry. Hold on right here. I forgot to show you this, guys. Damn it. Oh, here it is. So we go here. That's Macy, right? That's her LinkedIn. Okay, it's an assistant producer, unscripted development, London, England, United Kingdom, etc. Take a screenshot of this. Developmental assistant producer only has been there since June of 2025. It hasn't even been a year, folks. She hasn't been with the company for a year. Hey. But look, she had something promising early on. She had Ridley Scott Association or something like that, films. She was there for 2 years and 9 months, full time as a developmental researcher and archive researcher. Yeah, it's like intern shit, guys. Let's be honest. But here's this. So if you look at this guy, look at this guy, winner. This is the leaked Gypsy Rose Blanchard call admitting to striking YouTubers, right? The Discord. Well, anyhow, this idiot over here. Well, guess what? After all of this was like a month ago that he posted this. So this was in early May, I would assume, somewhere around there, this month. So he posts this video, and further evidence that the documentary is nothing but a joke. Because why? Check this out. Laura, the cream expert, creaming all over him, saying, Becca, Scoops, and I need you in our docuseries. Huh? Do I need to say any more? I think now you know it's a joke. Happy belated birthday, Markiplier's dad. Okay, I'll take that. There it is. There's all you need to know about this documentary. Becca and I need you, Winebox puppy, in our docuseries. And what does Cunt by Karski say? Down as fuck. Let me know what you need me to do, and I'm down.